Good evening and welcome to our brand new live play stream of Fallen Kingdom Traitor's Fate. Fallen Kingdom is our upcoming system agnostic dark fantasy setting. It's a campaign setting for role-playing games with a dark yet heroic bent. The heroes seek not only to survive in the Fallen Kingdom under the oppressive rulership of the usurper, but also to restore the kingdom to its lost glory. For our campaign in the Fallen Kingdom, we've chosen to use the Fantasy Age role-playing game system by our friends over at Green Ronin Games. Check them out at greenronin.com. For almost a year now, the once prosperous kingdom of Alidon has languished under the boot of the usurper, the Witch King Modraine. Once a member of the King's Council and trusted advisor to the former king, Modraine manoeuvred his pieces well before he struck. Striking bargains with witches and demons, the usurper installed those who had a secret loyalty to him in half the noble houses of the kingdom. And when the time came, those who did not bow to him vanished or were slain. Treachery and power plays are commonplace in a fallen kingdom, and several factions have risen against the usurper, from the Kingsworn to the Ravens. But can they put aside their own differences to unite against the usurper Modraine? Well, let's find out. So as I mentioned, for our campaign in the Fallen Kingdom, we're going to be using Fantasy Age role-playing game system by our friends at Green Ronin Games. I'll be your games master tonight. I'm Brian F. Irving. I'm from Gethsemane Games and DH9 Radio. Your cast of players are Jenny Savoll.
Hi, I'm Jenny. I play Sister Celeste, Sword Mage and Member of the Faithful.
Mark Savoll.
Greetings, Miatelia, walk with you.
Lars Hagman.
Hi, I'm Lars. I'm playing Baelor, who is a mage of the Guardians of Arcane Law.
Marie McGowan Irving.
Hello, I'm Marie. I'm playing Rowena Shadowin, a mage from the People's Freedom Volunteers.
And Ben Watson.
Hi, I am playing Ed Weird, an elven assassin who is a part of the People's Freedom Volunteers.
The music we'll be using today are by DH9 Radio's production unit, as well as Kevin MacLeod at Incompetech.com, and some by Tabletop Audio. Maps are by myself using Campaign Cartographer 3 by Pro Fantasy Software, and we'll tell you a little bit more about those in the closing credits. Some of the character art that we're using is by Jenny Savoll using Fantasy Character Maker by Deerin Spotlight, and many of the tokens are custom made on Hero Forge. Last week the party had come to the Stars Reach Academy, where they hoped to find out if the two missing mages had returned from the resistance moot that was raided by Baron Khaled's forces, Baron Khaled being one of the nobles in service to the usurper Modraine. What they found instead was that Modraine had sent an envoy here to try and convince the Starswater Academy to abandon its stance on neutrality and throw its weight behind Modraine, declaring for him to essentially legitimize his rule. The party then put forward a second counter petition, petitioning the Academy instead to declare for the rebellion. During the back and forth machinations, a murder was discovered, and it was figured out that this particular murderer, the particular murderer who had committed the crime, was probably an agent of Modraine. The Academy then swore allegiance to the rebellion, joined the uprising, and we rejoin in the chaos that breaks out moments later as the Academy Grand Mage has announced, yes, thank you, has announced that the Academy will join the rebellion and has declared for war and sent one of the council to sound the horn of Escalion to tell all the land that the Academy are riding to war for the first time in their hundreds of years of history. Chaos erupts as those forces in the Academy that are loyal to the usurper decide not to take this lion down, A clutch of frost grenades has been detonated in the council chamber, and 2 of the Modranist wizards, Master Joachim and the Bursar Nestor, are breaking for the exit to try and make an escape, as the Chancellor has ordered the sword mages to place them under arrest. As the sword mages move forwards to place them under arrest, some of the wizards in the crowd that are gathered to watch the discussion have opened fire on the sword mages, and a battle is about to ensue. So, guys, you're up on the observation platform at the moment. I did say I would drop in a lot of clutter, and I just realised I didn't put in all the civilians that are going to be present. So that's a little bit of a mistake on my part. I also didn't do the initiative rules for everybody else, but never mind. I noticed that everybody except Sandrina has their initiative rules in. I think, Mark, you'd had to retire before we could get you to make a roll. So could you make an initiative roll for Sandrina, please? And let me just see what you got. You got 13. I'm going to type that in manually, and I'm also going to add a combat round tracker.
Am I supposed to see a turn order yet?
Not yet. Don't think I brought you guys over. Just give me a second.
No.
So it should be +1. Add that. Should have added to there. I will drag you guys over there. Now you should see your turn order.
Yes.
That was unfortunate.
Oh, God.
Combat round tracker 1. Oh God, there's an oh God, there's an oh God happening. What's the oh God about?
I was just looking at some of the terrible initiative rolls that we
Yeah,
had.
mine
Although
being
Edwin
the
did.
worst.
Ah, right.
Yes.
Okay, well, quite, yes. Okay, so
Okay, well.
Captain Omar, let's pull his stats up and do a... so that's NPC, Stars Reach Academy. Actually, I will start with... I'll just do them in the order they appear on my... So, Master Joachim first, who's one of the rebels. Oh, well, technically you're the rebels. So he's more one of the Modranist loyalists, let's call him that. Okay, Bursar Nestor up next. And let's roll his initiative. Duval Amblev's guard's not here. Amblev Askew isn't here. Amblev's escorts are not here. So Usurper Group 1. So to speed things up, I've divided the Usurper's forces into groups so that I can roll initiative in group terms rather than have every single combatant in the combat.
Right.
Roll initiative separately, so that's initiative for group 2, so group 3 will be up next. It's still going to take a while, there's quite a lot of... There we go, Griffins I don't need to worry about, Demons I don't need to worry about.
Excuse me, what?
Nothing? I said I didn't need to worry about them, what are you worrying for? What have I just said?
You might not need to.
And I can't see who I've got listed next, so it's Sword Mage 1, and they'll be going with these stats as well. So, did that roll? Sounded like it rolled. Sword Mage groups 3 and 2. Sorry, 3 and 1. So Sword Mage group 2. Okay, might take a little while to run through because it's a complicated combat with shitloads of people involved. There are actually a lot more people in here than are marked, but everybody that isn't marked is a non-combatant. I was going to clutter the place with a lot of non-combatants, but I didn't. I forgot to do that. It might actually be to our advantage in the long run because there's a lot of stuff to visualize as well. So let's just organize these into descending order.
Well, the one with ninja faces, are they hidden?
Yes, the ones with ninja faces have already got a spell cast on them. They are usurpers group 1, so let me just check what that spell is. I think it's displacement. It is. It's displacement, so they're not hidden. The problem is they're not standing exactly where it looks like they're standing. So if you try and target them, you'll find yourself at a penalty. If you try and target them in hand to hand, the penalty is smaller than if you try to shoot them from a distance. But they're actually slightly displaced from where they are. So it's combat round the first, and Edward, it's you to go. What would you like to do? Chaos has broken out. The two masters who are joining Modraine are trying to make for the exit. The sword mages are trying to close in to arrest them. Modrainist sympathizers have opened fire with various magical blasts from areas around. This sword mage here has been hit twice. So instead of having the 22 hit points he should have, he has...
Can I ask
16.
where Amblev is?
Amblev left before the vote.
Oh, right.
She knew it was going down, didn't she?
Yeah. You have a suspicion she realised that things were not going to go her way, and she like snuck out of the chamber before the vote happened. You'll remember that Edward was trying to keep an eye on where she was, and like he could see her 1 minute, and then he looked away, and when he looked back I made him make another roll. He couldn't see her anymore. So you think she slipped away about the middle of your petition.
I take it the three small groups heading towards the Bursa and Joachim. I take it they're sword mages?
Yes, they're the sword mages. This group is led by Captain Omar, and then there's a group of two sword mages here and a group of two sword mages here. They're moving towards the Bursa.
Agnes Delane?
Agnes is up on the platform with you. She's up here.
Right. With us, yeah. Also,
we're above looking down. Yeah?
You're quite right, though I didn't roll for her initiative, did her? And she will be taking part in this punch-up. So let me just find Agnes.
How high up?
And Lanken.
Lanken isn't here either, if you remember somebody asked.
No, Lanken's going to be absolutely gutted. He's missing this punch-up.
Oh, don't worry. He's going to get involved in some of this.
Run away.
Yeah. So I'm looking for Captain Agnes Delane. She's necessary as well. So character sheet have I? Yes, I have. So initiative. And I'll just tap that to there. Oh shit! Sorry, hang on. I'm gonna have to reset this. Descending. So yeah. Anyway, Edward to go. What would you like to do first?
I'm gonna shoot down on Joachim.
Right. You're gonna fire.
Buster. Him.
The Bursa.
He
right,
seems
okay, so his cape's billowing out behind him as he's running across the floor, and you track your crossbow, I'm going to guess?
No, I'm going to use my bow.
Track with him.
I'm swinging them.
Poof, and try to open fire. Go ahead and make an attack.
I'm going to aim just to be sure, so this would be a +3, remember?
Right, yes, because of your hunter's
hit him.
Let me just see. 18, I suspect that very much has hit the Bursa, yeah. 18,
with the +3.
Defense was 12, yeah.
Oh, well, I might not need to aim in the future. Is my dexterity higher than his?
I would imagine so. His dexterity's 2.
Oh, yeah.
Are you aiming to kill or aiming to wound?
I'm just going to make it easier for the sword mages, so I'll just try and wound them.
Remember, if you do kill anybody, if you do run them out of hit points, I will give you the option when I say describe how this goes down, or some variant of that. You can say then if you're fatal wound was actually not fatal, but is just
The
incapacitated.
masters I want to keep alive, but the younglings I'm not bothered if I kill them.
Right, okay, so you've
Says
done,
Anakin Skywalker.
so you've done 8 points of damage to the Bursa. Let me just pull up his hit points. -8. He's not wearing any armour. That might change if he can get a spell off fast enough. Okay, so you open fire on the Bursa. You hit him in the sort of grazes his leg. He stumbles forwards. It's actually more than a graze. It's quite a nasty wound to his leg. He stumbles forwards, bleeding heavily. Group 3 of the sword mages, realizing that they are hostiles approaching rapidly, are going to turn and try and fend them off. So this guy who's just been shot will turn round and return fire with an arcane blast. So he fires an
Would I get any
arcane
cover?
blast up. Sorry?
Will I get any cover for my
I mean, you can
position?
take cover from the guy who's on your side while he shoots at somebody else if you want to. But
Oh, you mean me then? Because I'm stood next to
sorry.
him.
no, the sword mages are on your side, shooting at people who are not on your side.
My
I
bad.
thought,
Sorry.
Right, I thought it was right. Okay.
No, the sword. I did say the sword mages. So he.
Sorry,
Go on.
I was just going to say Mark's comment in the chat distracted me. That's all.
Oh, I didn't see his comment in the chat. Right. So he turns around and fires a shot back at the guy that shot him. His shot misses, but the other sword mage hits. So a blast slams into the Modranist who'd attacked the sword mages. So that one is going to take, let me just see, it's going to be 4 points of damage.
200 damage.
So it is Bursa Nestor to go now. The Bursa doesn't take too well to being shot at, so he's going to see what he can do about that. Oh, that's what he can do about that. Okay, so the first thing the Bursa does is he turns up towards where you are, and as you see him look straight at you, you attempt to duck. He attempts to tear you apart with a spell. So he's going to attempt to cast Ice Knives. So let me just see.
Ice knives.
Yep.
This is would I get any cover because I'm above him?
Let me just read this. You fling a shower of razor-sharp icicles at your foes. These ice knives manifest in an arc from the caster 5 yards long and up to 2 yards wide. Any creature in the area must make a dexterity acrobatics test. Since you're in cover, I will give you +2 to your roll. Versus your spell power. If they fail, they take 1d6 damage. However, he might not aim this at you because I'm not sure where you're standing just yet. Let me see. He's going to aim for the biggest number of targets he can.
Which would be us.
Yep. So if
Yeah.
you're there,
Probably.
he's going to aim for. He'll aim dead center against Celeste. So half a meter either side of that would hit Edward and Sandrina as well. So let's see if he casts a spell first of all, because there's always a possibility he'll fail. I mean, it's not much of a possibility.
He's a
but it's
master, I doubt it.
Yeah.
Okay, so his target number is 11. He turns and boom, these what start off as like a swarm of snowflakes start heading towards you, but as they get closer, they get thicker and thicker and elongate and more solid. And by the time they rain down on your position, they are solid shards of sharpened ice. So could I have?
Quick question.
Yes, you can.
As Nestor is casting this spell, can I be able to tell by, well, I mean, if using like hand motions or whatever? I don't know how like spells are cast.
Hand motion, speech, and sometimes components as well.
Right. So if he's doing any like motions with his hands, will I recognise what he's about to do?
Yes, because you have the same arcanum as he does, and I think you have the same spell as well.
No, I didn't pick ice knives
Did you not?
Yeah,
in
you got-
favour of
ice weapons, wasn't it?
Frost weapons.
Ah, that's right.
Ah, yes.
Okay, in that case,
yeah.
give me an arcane lore test, please. +2 because you have the focus for this particular arcanum.
And I got frost magic.
Yeah.
At a 2.
Yeah.
So just one or the other then.
No, give me an arcane lore test, but you
Right.
get the +2 you get for that focus. Yes. So arcane. Oh no, I see what you're asking us. Yeah, no, it must be an arcane lore test, but you get an additional +2 for this. You don't
Right.
normally get to add 2 focuses together, but because this is an
Right.
arcanum you're very familiar with, I'll allow it. You'd have passed
Mhm.
anyway. Yeah, you do. You know what's coming. So as a shower of ice knives blasts forward.
Duck!
Yeah, you hear him yell, "Duck!" Could I have a dexterity acrobatics test from Sandrina, Celeste, and Edward, please? You may all get +2 bonus. Your target number is 17.
I'm glad I upped my dexterity.
Got an 18.
Okay, so Edward hits the ground just in time. Celeste doesn't. And Sandrina doesn't
Spell
either.
power 17. Bloody hell.
Yeah. So
No, not raise my shield above my head.
well, it's managed to sort of as you pull the shield up and try to duck, you can see the blasts come between the shield and the railing, and you get riddled with ice damage as well. So let me just
I
see.
need to speak to my shield manufacturer
You
about
really
this.
do, don't you? Yeah. Oh shit! Right. Okay. Backslash roll 1d6. So this is for those of you who failed the saving throw. You
Right.
take 6 points of penetrating damage.
That's not that bad,
So
actually.
penetrating damage ignores your armor and just rains in.
Oh, it does, doesn't it?
It
Shit.
does, yeah. Now, you passed yours, so let me just see. Successful test results only in damage equal to willpower. So, Edward, you only take 5 instead of 6 penetrating damage.
Oh, so much more preferable.
And to be fair, it is that bad when you're a mage because you don't have that many hit points.
Yeah, exactly.
Armor.
Or armor, exactly. Okay,
yeah, exactly.
so
I have no armor or anything.
that was the Bursa's major action. His minor action is going to be to try and run through all the...
What's his minor action? Oh, never mind. Sorry.
That was his major
Wrong way
action. His
around.
minor action is going to be to run for the door. So let me just see how fast he runs.
He tripped
From
over his
seven.
robe.
Speed of 12. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so he is directly underneath this other group. So I'm going to put a marker on to show that he's underneath that that balcony and not actually on it, as it would
He's done
initially.
well getting that amount. He's done well getting that amount of speed pushing through all the people. that
Marie, we
failed
can barely hear you there.
Sorry, I'll bring my mic back in. He's done well getting that far with his speed, with all the people in the way.
All the people that are in the way are on the balcony. The
Ah, right,
observation
okay.
balcony. He's down in the main
I think she
chamber.
was on about the sword mages.
Oh, the sword mages and that. Not, yeah, they're down there. But yeah, he just ran round them. Bear in mind, they're distracted by the fact that they're taking fire from multiple different directions at once.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to pop this out so I can see a bit more of what's going on. And who's going next? Captain Agnes is going next. So if I just scroll out and see what she's going to do. She doesn't fancy jumping over because she's old and that's a long way down. However, she does notice that there are multiple hostiles on this layer, so she's going to try and go after them as best she can, at least. So let's have a look at Captain Agnes's. Now, anybody
How
up
far
in the
down is it?
balcony is going to find that their movement is halved because you'll be pushing your way through the crowd of panic and mages.
Right.
Because a lot of these people are non-combatant at the moment. So her movement would normally be 11. So she can move. I'm going to round up. So we'll say she can move 6. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll get it to there in a minor action, and that's really unfortunate. Fuck's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So she's raced up to these mages up there, trying to push her way out through the crowd. She eventually makes it up to where the others are and starts drawing her sword, and that's her turn ended. So it's Sword Mage Group 1. Sword Mage Group 1 are going to turn and try and fend off these attackers over here. So there's a clash of swords as these sword mages run in, and those guys defend themselves with daggers. What you see is the sword mages are actually struggling to hit because these guys just aren't where they look as if they are. So the sword mages have not managed to land a blow this round. It is Master Joachim to go next. I would really like to turn those sword mages, but the control handle's just in an awkward position. There we go. Master Joachim, let's have a look what he's going to do and who to. He's going to unleash, seeing that you guys all ducked, and there's still a group of folks up there, he is going to... Not much he needs to do right now. I think he's just going to run for it. No, he's not. He's going to shadow dagger you all and then run for it.
Oh my god.
That's what he's going to do. So magic, shadow dagger, which is going to cost him 3 magic points. So he's fired a shadow dagger at the shooter, which would be Edward. He's spent 3 magic points. 3. I'll need to take some off Thingy as well. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just close that. Let's just reopen this and see. Did he hit? So he scored 13, his target number was 11, he's hit you with a shadow dagger, Edward, and he's also scored 6 magical stunt points. Aren't you pleased?
Yeah.
I'm not,
Are you
honestly.
not? You surprised me. Yes.
Can I ask a question?
You can
Did
ask.
I use all of my Puppets of Fate points the last game session?
Ooh, good question, because technically this would be the same encounter. Is that your argument?
Yep, that's my argument, yeah.
Technically the last encounter was a role-playing encounter, but it bleeds straight into this. It just breaks into a fight,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
because I had rolled Puppets of Fate with the surprise action we had, the surprise round. I used some of them to force rerolls so that some of the mages would survive.
In that case, this is the same encounter. Yeah, you absolutely do have a
So I
Puppets
think
of Fate.
I have 1 Puppet of Fate point left.
I've got this listed as 4, mind.
Have I got 4? Right,
That's
okay.
what it says
In
here.
that case,
Yeah.
okay, in that case, sorry, I thought it's scribbled more off than that. Okay, can I use one of them to force them to re-roll this?
You can. What I'm going to say here is because there's some doubt about how many Puppets of Fate points you have. You think you've only got 1, I think you've got 4. As the games master, I'm going to say my records will supersede you. The fact that advantage is yours.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's my fault if I've not been keeping track the way I should have done. This is on me. So you've got 4 Puppets of Fate points. Fate is a strange and fickle thing anyway, so I think this works. So I've definitely dropped you to 3 Fate points.
Yep.
You're going to force Master Joachim to re-roll that roll. So he is going to try and do exactly that. Let me just do, he needs to save and throw first, otherwise he doesn't need to. So what's your spell power for Fate Magic now?
Now, my spell power for Fate Magic now, or my spell power for Fate Magic when it was cast?
Now, because this is when it's taken effect.
Okay, sorry, I'm just going to find that out.
15,
Bear
I
with
think,
me.
is it?
15, damn.
I'm going to
It
make
does.
his roll while you're looking it up anyway, just to speed things up. It's 18. He's passed anyway.
Well, it was worth a try.
It was
Yeah.
definitely worth a try, especially since I've given you 4 fate points and you thought you only had 1. So he's still managed to... What was he casting? Shadow Dagger. He's cast a Shadow Dagger with 6 magic stunt points. So what he's going to do is turn it lethal. So it does
Oh,
3d6 damage plus his willpower instead of... so that's going to be 3d6 plus...
Is there any? Was there a saving throw to Shadow Dagger, or is it just a?
I don't believe there is, but I'll have a look. Test, none. No, there's not.
Oh,
So
okay,
it's
good.
short, so it's 1d6.
Good for me.
Oh, actually, it's a flat 1d6 plus 1. It doesn't have his willpower added. So it becomes 3d6 plus 1 because of his stunts. So add 1 to this. So that's 8 points of penetrating damage. As this black blast of energy just shoots from his hand, forms into the form of a dagger, streaks across the thing and slams into Edward. He then, like his buddy, takes off for the door.
Woody.
And his speed is 12. So he's going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. He's going to make it there. That's as far as he gets because he's fired a spell at you, which is a major action. So his run is a minor action, so he doesn't get so far. So he's lagging behind a little bit as he crosses the floor. Sandrina, what would you like to do?
Right. I am going to... How high up is the balcony from the lower level?
The balcony is 3 meters up, so that's about 10 feet.
How safe is it for me to, like, basically jump down?
Not terribly safe. You could try an acrobatics, a dexterity acrobatics test. If you pass, you will do yourself 1 point of penetrating damage. If you fail, you will take 1d6 penetrating damage.
You could jump on the table.
I was going to say that, yeah.
Yeah, if you jump on the table, your target number is very slightly higher, but if you succeed, you'll take no damage.
Okay. I'm going to do that.
Dexterity, acrobatics.
12.
12. So landed on the ground would have been 9. So it's a level up. So 11. You've landed. So you take a quick, you take a couple of steps backwards, run, jump over the balcony. The rest of you just see Sandrina jump over, her arms kind of pinwheeling in the air like they do in Hollywood pan
As
shots.
I jump as well, I'm going to shout in the name of the 1 and the 4.
Right, and as you do, you land with a perfect 3-point superhero landing on top of the table.
Fall landing.
Yes,
Onto the knees, that.
yeah, and then so you're down there. That was 1 action. You've still got a minor action. What would you like to do with that?
I don't think there's... I'm going to cast Hero's Inspiration on myself.
Excellent. Go ahead and try.
There is no try.
Do or do not.
How do I cast it?
Okay, go to your character sheet. There's a number of tabs along the top right, or near the top right.
Yeah.
One will say magic. Click on that. Find the spell. There'll be a picture of a
Yeah.
dice next to the spell. Click that. Okay, so your total cast is 11. The target number was only 10, so you've succeeded. So Hero's Inspiration would be... yeah, do you want to just read that out for us?
It gives confidence a number of targets equal to my willpower. They must be within 6 yards of you.
Okay.
When it's cast, but that may then move freely and still enjoy its effects. I get a +2 bonus on my next ability test, whatever it is.
Okay. And what's your willpower?
My willpower is 2.
Okay, so you can pick 2 other characters to also give that hero's inspiration to.
Right.
Sorry, 1 other character, because you've picked yourself as well. So you're 1, you can pick 1 other person within 6
I
inches.
take it the other players are out of range now.
No, they're still in range.
Right, well, in that case, who's next to go? I'm going to cast it on Celeste.
Celeste,
Hey,
right you are.
thank you.
So you've jumped over and landed on the table. You've cast Hero's Inspiration. That's you done. Celeste to go next. What would you like to do?
Right. First of all, for my minor action, I am going to cast Arcane Shield on myself.
Go ahead and try.
What was Hero's Inspiration?
Plus
do for me
2 on
again?
your roll. Your next roll, which would be this roll.
Right. Okay. Which is good because I really need this shield.
And you've failed by 2 points, but the Hero's Inspiration gives you plus 2. So that turns it into
Yay.
a pass.
Yep, because I really need that.
So
now means I
inspired
get
by
a
the other
sword.
member of the Faithful, you pull up a Hero's Shield, which forms around you in a sort of
Okay.
flashing golden aura.
Yes.
Just going to put a little shield
Now-
marker on you to show it's there.
I'm
Yeah,
glad you
that's-
said that, not golden shower.
Flashing
Not that
golden
kind
shower.
of
It's not that kind of
magical
game. We're not
arcana.
playing Fable. Yeah.
Now, because that's a minor action, I've got my major. Now, I am guessing I am too far away to cast Shock Blast at the fleeing mages.
Let me just check. The closest of the fleeing mages is 10 meters from you. The Bursar is 12.
I'm just trying to see where it says what the distance is. Because Shock Blast is like an area effect, a 6x6 yard thing, but it doesn't say.
Okay, let me just have a look at the spell. So that'll be a Lightning Arcana spell.
Yes,
And I think it's in the main book, that one. So let me just...
I don't know why it doesn't have the distance on it.
Yeah, I'll see if I can figure it out from the wording of the text. So it is Lightning Arcana, Shock Blast. Electricity arcs from your hands or your arcane device, shocking enemies within 6 yards. So the reach is whatever the reach of your hand or your arcane device
Right.
is, then 6
okay.
yards.
All right. Well, in that case, then Jolt, I can strike a single visible target within 30 yards.
Oh shit.
So I'm going to use that instead
Okay.
on what's his face.
You may have to be a
Joachim.
smidge more specific. Joachim, right? Yes.
And that's in my new. I've upped the difficulty, the spell power, and everything.
You have,
so
because you've advanced that.
a bolt of electricity leaps from my outstretched hand, or my arcane device. We'll say it's going to leap from my sword because that's my arcane device. So I look all like She-Ra
Yes.
sort of esque towards him.
So you
that's
level
cool.
your sword at Joachim, mutter a prayer to the goddess, and this blast of this blast of electricity. Let me just bring this up.
Damn well hits him with 3 stun
Streaks
points, by the way.
forward. That's fire, but close enough. Streaks forward, and with 3 stun points, tell me what you'd like to do with the stun points, and then calculate the damage.
Okay. Now,
Actually,
balls.
it's jolt, isn't it? So the damage is
It is.
automatically 2 points of damage. Penetrating.
yes, but it's the effect it has on him. That's the thing. Let's see.
Those
Three.
magical words she mutters are, I don't like your face.
Okay, so he's going to need a willpower test, isn't he? Or is it Constitution for this one?
It's Constitution stamina.
Is it con stamina? Shit. Right. And
And
he's got to
he'll
beat
need
your spell power of
14.
14. Okay. Oh, he's done it.
Oh, hang on a
Plus
minute.
0
I've got
as well.
stunt points. Have I got a thing where I can increase the spell power?
Yes.
How
How
yes.
Yes.
Powerful casting. I'm going to use my stunt points to increase the power of my spell to 17.
Increase. Oh shit. Right. So you increase the power of your casting to 17, and as the electrical blast hits Joachim, you see his back arc. He's ah! And he's
You
not
fucker.
going to get a.
No.
No.
Do your Emperor Palpatine impression. Ultimate power!
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll put a little flashing on to show that he's not going to get his major action last round. It's Usurper Group 3 and Usurper Group... Sorry, have you got another action?
Sorry, I was just going to say, I think with Jolt, he has to... It keeps going until he passes, doesn't it?
No, not Jolt. I'm
Right,
going to
okay.
double check that in case I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure you need to recast it each round. You
Okay.
jolt one visible character within 10 yards of you. The target takes 2 penetrating damage, which I've done. Must make a Constitution Stamina test, which you failed. Or becomes stunned. On his next turn, a stunned character cannot take a major action. Only a single minor action is allowed. So now if you wanted to stun him again, you'd have to hit him again next round.
Okay, well, it means he probably can't run and he can't cast a spell. So
He
fuck him.
can move if he uses his minor action to move, but he can't
can.
do that and the spell. And he'll only be
Can't, like-
moving at his speed and not double his speed.
He can't sprint,
Really,
basically.
the
Yeah.
electricity doesn't arc and hit the other targets.
Yeah, unfortunately, Jolt only hits one. I say unfortunately. Jesus, it would be powerful if it hit multiple people. So
I'm too far to do Shock Blast, which is the area of effect one. So
Yeah. So this is Usurper Group 3. They're going to attempt. Okay, well, actually, both of them are going to attempt the same spell to start with. Actually, they're not. Oh, God, I don't know. Yeah, the one at the front is definitely going to attempt a defensive spell on themselves. So they're going to attempt an Arcane Shield. And 13. They cast an Arcane Shield which leaps up around them, defending them against future attacks.
a quick question about Arcane Shield. You know how most spells do penetrating damage, which gets through armor. Can the damage of a spell get through a magical shield?
Only if it's penetrating.
Right, so it would still get through if it's penetrating, even if it's a magical armor, technically.
Yes.
Right, okay.
Okay, so that one's managed to up their defense to 16. I'm just going to put a little spell marker on to show. This one, panicking a bit that Captain Agnes is getting close, is going to attempt to fire an Arcane Blast at Captain Agnes instead. So let me open fire with an Arcane Blast against Agnes. 17, that's a hit. And 7 points of damage she takes. However, she's got 8 points of armor on, so this Arcane Blast thumps into her chest and she just finishes drawing her sword, looks glaringly at them like you know what's about to happen. Usurper Group 1, they're going to move to block the retreat of their pals. So one's already in combat with a sword mage. The other one, two of them are actually. So this one's going to have to try and hold off 2 other sword mages on his own. So that's not good. So there is a clash of blades, and this sword mage here takes a little bit of damage. Let me just type in his. So you see, he takes a gash across the face. This sword mage manages to parry, and this one also manages to defend himself. So one of the sword mages that was taken by surprise has suffered a little bit of damage, but the others have managed to defend themselves quite the thing. And I have a very nasty feeling that our bloody APIs have shut down again. They have.
Oh no.
So I'm just
I can see all the
Yay.
I can see all the auras round nearly everyone.
yeah,
Brian,
but the
so-
auras aren't changing when they should. So
Ah, okay.
yeah, there you go. That's it. They are now.
Right.
They are now.
Okay.
Okay, so Sword Mage Group 2 to retaliate. So these Sword Mages turn on this guy that's attacked them from behind. The first one, oh shit! The first one kind of lunges forward with his sword as the other guy tries to block. He drops his attack, stabs him straight through the leg. There's a ah! As he is wounded through the leg. The other sword mage takes the opportunity to slice for his head. Just scalps him slightly.
Oh.
So
Nasty.
all in all, that guy takes 8 points of damage this round. So he's in a bit of a bad way. Marie, it's you to go. What would you like to do? What would
I
Irina
would
Shore
like
do?
to try my new spell.
Oh damn!
I'm going to try manipulate fate.
Okay, go ahead and make a cast. Okay, so it's not added everything for some reason. It'll be 10, 13, 14, 15. That's a pass. So you call
Yeah.
out to the fates and you start to bend fate around yourself and warp it throughout the entire room. For the rest of the round, anytime anybody that's on the opposing side generates stunts, they have to make a saving throw against your spell power of 15. If they fail, you choose what stunts they pick, not them.
Aha, that's excellent.
Right. I can treat as a minor action, can't I? Is it one person or two?
You can do what, sorry?
I can heal as a minor action.
Oh
Is
yeah,
it
yeah,
one
yeah,
person
you
or two?
can. It's one. It's one person.
One. Okay. It looks like from the auras, it looks like Celeste's in the worst way.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
Right.
And technically you would need to move, but since you only need to move 1 meter, I'm going to allow it.
Okay. Right. Here we go. I'll try healing on her.
Thank you.
Over to where you are.
I'm a bit squishy because I don't have any armor, but you know.
Mhm.
Okay, so you realise that most of the damage is taken as cuts and abrasions, so you quickly tear some bandages off your roll and wrap them around as best you can. You're also aware of the fact that she's very, very cold, and the tightened bandages around our wounds are warming her up very slightly. You get what level of Kurgari do you have?
Hold on. When you click something and it disappears.
Journeyman.
Looking like it, I think.
So it's double your stunt dice. Then.
It's-
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just double checking that, okay? Powers.
How are you getting on with that?
Under it's just under the descriptions.
Yeah.
When you go down Cairo Gate, it's actually got expert added at the bottom, and I can't tell if that's because I am an expert.
Yes, it is. That's the only reason it would be there. So
Expert. You have the hands of a healer. When you use
yeah,
the
I
heal
know it
action,
does.
your
I know
ally.
it does. So that's 6 from your dice rolls and 3 from the intelligence. That's 9 health you've managed to restore to Celeste.
Yeah, well,
it's not
I'm
bad
back
going
up
for a
to full.
minor action, is it?
yeah, Jesus. Thank you.
Baylor, what would you like to do?
Are there any close combat fighters near me on the balcony?
There
Or
are
in the-
on your side, do you mean, or on the other
Yeah.
side? On your side, not well. Ed Weird is a close combat fighter.
Well,
On the
try
other
not to
side,
be.
they've got 3 mages that have been held off by. Sorry, 2 mages that have been held off by Captain Agnes. She's a close combat fighter. She's fairly close to you. She is 6 meters away.
Right. Okay. Because I think frost weapons have to be in like touch contact.
I'm not 100% sure, but I can sharp check.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a look as well.
Just out of curiosity, could he
Within
do
10
frost weapon
yards.
on
Within
arrows?
10 yards, just in range. No, it has. I think it has to be melee weapons, but Lars has got the spell open, so you can correct me if I'm wrong.
Damaging cold energy radiates from the weapons of your allies. Readied melee weapons
Yeah.
of all
Ah.
allies within 10 yards of me exude freezing cold, inflicting additional 2 points of penetrating damage. which
All
each-
allies. Right.
To be fair, I do use a sword as well.
But it's
So-
not ready though, because that's not what's in your hand at the moment.
Ah, right.
So the only
okay.
two people who have melee weapons readied are Sandrina.
Wait,
and-
Brian?
Yes.
You said that her magical focus
Oh
device.
God, a
is-
magical
Oh,
device
shit,
is
it
a
is.
sword.
It is my sword,
So
yeah.
you do have
that's
your
true.
sword ready. Therefore, if you cast this spell, it's going to affect Sandrina, Celeste, and Captain Agnes.
Yay.
Oh my god.
Yes.
That is what I shall do.
Excellent. Go ahead and make the roll.
I'm glad you pointed that out, Ben, because I
Yeah,
just
that
totally
was-
forgot about it.
That was a good catch, Ben. 16. So as you see Baylor, sort of his eyes turn crystal blue. His breath starts to show in the air as the air around him becomes momentarily frigid, and then that cold blast zaps out from him to you guys, and you see your weapons, your swords, that burst into like a blue flame, a blue icy cold flame. Every hit you cause until the spell ends will now do 2 penetrating cold damage in addition to the normal damage. So let me just figure out how the hell to represent that on the... oh look, a snowflake. I'll use that.
So what? So it's +2.
It's +2 cold
right.
damage, and that part's penetrating. The rest of your damage isn't, but that part
Okay.
is.
And how long did you say that lasts for? Is that the whole combat?
Lars, how long does that say it lasts for?
Hang on.
Most combat spells are for the entire encounter, but not all of them. So we'll just check that.
This is the entire encounter. That's very powerful.
Yeah.
Was
Well,
mine?
here
Was,
we go. Oh, come on, stop rolling. Spell lasts for 1 minute.
1 minute.
I can extend the duration by spending an additional 3 magic points per additional minute.
Okay, so what we'll do then is we will have you make that decision if and when the combat lasts long enough for it to be necessary. So I'm just going to put the number of rounds on your...
How many
actually, I
rounds
don't
is
need
that
to,
then?
hold on. 4. That's 4
4,
rounds.
okay.
So if I just add on here change that to -1 and add in here frost weapons and add and then I pan down to frost weapons and type 4 in there, and we will move that. Well, that'll stay at the end of the round. So every time the round comes up, that'll go down by 1 automatically.
Okay.
So we'll know when that runs out. Okay, nice one. That was your major action. Do you have a minor action you'd like to try?
Is Celeste still bleeding and...
Oh no, I'm
Because I
great
very
now.
much doubt it.
Alright, okie doke. Then I shall
Edward-
start looking for
Edward-
cover.
Edward's
Yeah.
lost some
Yeah.
hit points, hasn't he?
He
Ben?
has.
I have.
He has, but Lars can't reach him and heal. He'd be too far away.
Ah, okay.
Ah,
No
What you
problem.
can do is you can move over to where Edward is, which would give you more cover, which fits in with what you were saying, but would also
Yeah.
set you up to heal in next round.
Right. That's what I'll do. I'll
Okay,
just
okay.
position myself.
Okay, so that is combat round 2 begins, and Edward, you to act. What would you like to do?
I will load my bow and I will take a shot at. Does anyone look like they might be in trouble? If
know, I
not,
don't
I'll
think-
probably just shoot at the fleeing masters.
Did anyone notice Captain Osmar having a go during that round? I don't think he did.
No.
no, he
I don't think
didn't.
So he
This
mustn't be on
guy.
the round tracker, so I'm just going to move him over here. He's
'Cause-
going to...
Didn't his mates not have a go either?
His mates did. They fired on the people on the...
Ah, right.
And what about the bloody Chancellery? Surely they're not sitting on their bums.
This is only first round of combat, remember? They were taken completely by surprise by this.
Right.
And some of them were frozen stiff by frost grenades when... not as many as would
this
have
guy.
been, because...
Is Chancellor, like is it Usmar his name?
yes.
Yeah, where's he?
The Chancellor is right there on the table with only a
Right.
single seat. That's got
Oh,
the
right,
thing
yeah.
there.
Obviously that makes sense.
Okay,
yeah.
so Captain Osmar is going to actually he's going to come to here, and the guy that's trying to fight off the two sword mages on his own, Captain Osmar runs in, hits him with a shield, bang, and then stabs him through the chest with his burning sword. You can see the chest just bursts. The wound comes out the back, the blade comes out the back, and the guy
Ooh.
collapses, burning from the chest, and the back's just blazing away, so he's dead.
Ooh, nasty.
Jesus Christ. I took that guy on in a fight.
No, it's Osmar that's... Oh, you took Osmar that's done it on in a fight. Yes, you did. Aye.
Then
That's
Yeah,
the first of the
it's far
enemies
and
down. He's now he's going to try and catch Master Joachim as well, because that was his first action. So his second reaction is going to be to get to the doors before the enemy can and stand in front of them.
Ah.
And just just hold the doors shut, essentially. So there we go. Ooh, that was something happening there. So yeah, Edward, it's you to go. What would you like to?
Oh, well, in that case, I'm going to assist the captain by shooting the big blue boy.
You're gonna hit the shoot the burst.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why that was
The
hard for me to
berserker.
say. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Big blue boy.
Oh,
Oh.
fucking hell. That was a
That's
shit roll.
Unfortunate.
It is.
What did you get?
A 9.
9. Okay. You fire a shot that goes wide and just hits the door next to the captain. He like looks at you instantly as if like, are you shooting at me or are you just a bad shot? That was your major action. Do you have a minor action you would like to do?
Shout
No,
sorry.
my minor action was to load the ball.
Okay.
Mm.
So your minor action is to load the bow. It is Sword Mage Group 3 who are going to run in and try and grab Master Joachim, who proves to be a slippery customer. They run in and both try and grab him, but he ducks under one, and as the other one tries to grab him, he jumps sideways out of the way, frustrating all of their attempts to capture him.
Can he though? Because he can't use a major action for
He's
anything.
not using a major action. They failed to
Okay.
hit him. That was me describing
Ah,
their failed
right.
hit rolls. Get
Fair
with it.
enough. Lost.
So the Berserker go next, and the Berserker can have a major action. So I need to remember to reduce his magic by what he cast last time as well, which was Ice Knives. So he needs to lose 3 magic points. He's also going to cast... Oh, I think I'll cast a Blizzard Burst. I'll try.
It's going to be a standoff between the frost mages here. Baelor and
Yeah. Okay, so he's... Oh, that's going to hit everybody if he does that, and he doesn't want to hit his own side.
Oop, bless you.
Shit, I'm not
Sorry.
sure he can get past this guy. Okay, he's going to unleash a second Ice Knives on Osmar. That's a hit. No stunt points this time. I need to remember to take 6 off his magic points. So where's the Bursa? Where's the Bursa? There he is. So -6 from his 71 magic points. And he's just done 1d6 plus 5.
71.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Plus, 5. So he's just done 10 points of damage to Captain Osmar, who is a bit surprised by that, to be fair. So let me just...
Oh, I won't phase the captain. He'll have loads of health.
Well, he's only a sword mage, remember, so probably not.
Not really.
No.
He's bloody good as a sword mage, but he is only a sword mage. So that hits him full in the face. These ice knives come raining down. He's almost pinned to the door. He's quite surprised by the entire thing. Also, several of the shards embed themselves in the door. You can see like a spreading coal through the wood where they've hit the door. With his second action, the Bursa is going to burst through the doors, whilst the captain's struggling for struggling to stay. Yeah, because obviously he tried to duck behind his shield when all that hit, so the Bursa's managed to escape. Only the room.
Escape this room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He hasn't escaped the entire building. He's only escaped this room. So Captain
We're coming
Agnes
for you,
Delenn
fucker.
to go first. So the captain, who's now in combat with both of these mages up here, decides that her best bet is to welly this one here with a shield. She bang and slices down low at the same time. As she hits the woman's leg with a sword, the sword cuts quite deeply, causing her to lose her balance slightly. Then the shield smacks her in the face and she goes, ah! Poof, as she falls over the thing. So she's not having the best of days. In fact, she lands quite awkwardly with a sickening sort of crunching noise.
Or is she dead?
She's not well, let's put it that way. That was the captain's first action, and her second action will be to advance. Actually, no, second action. Yeah, it will be to advance there. So that was the captain. So Sword Mage Group 1. Sword Mage Group 1 are locked in combat with the these assassins, so there's still like ringing steel on steel as these two groups of mages are trying to battle it out with one another. One of the sword mages, having had enough of trying to hit the guy with a thing, just points his sword at him and this blast of fire hits him. Ow! And it is Master Joachim next. He doesn't get a minor action this round, but he does get to take his jolt off. So he doesn't get a major action this round. He gets a minor action. His minor action is going to be to run after the other master who's escaping out the door, whilst the Osmar tries to block him. But obviously Osmar's still trying to recover from being peppered with the... So those guys have both escaped the chamber. So it is Sandrina to go next. What would you like to
do? Oh, is that Git running away? Do I have enough range to charge an attack?
Depends.
Is that a Southpaw Group 1 there?
Usurper Group 1 on the ground, yes you can. Because your first action will be to walk part of the way, which would get you... What's your movement?
It is 12.
Shit. In that case, yes. Yeah, it'll take you both your actions to charge the guy, but yes you can.
Can I still get a hit in?
Oh yeah, because Your minor
Okay.
action will be to move halfway. Your major action will be a charge. A charge move
Okay.
is move half your distance and attack. So yes. So you'll wind up there attacking this guy. Yeah.
Ah, the poor guy.
Yeah, pretty much. Shit. And 2 stunt points. Now,
Yep.
he's not exactly where you thought he was, so you swing your sword round and swing, and as it passes through what you thought was him, he's not there. For a second, your heart drops, and then you hit. Bang! He's actually about half a metre further from where he appears to be. So your swing, because you'd put so much force behind it, still passes through where he is actually standing, so he still gets hit. And as I say, you've got 2 stunt points plus your standard damage.
Yep. I'm just going to check that once I stop fucking accidentally logging myself out of the game.
It's a day
Right.
for technical issues. Look at all the ones I had
Yes.
before we started.
Just having a look at the stunts. I shall use Mighty Blow.
Okie dokie, mighty blow, so that'll give you an extra dice of damage.
Ouch.
Which I will roll separately from the damage.
Okie dokie. Shit.
13.
Okay, so how would you like this to go down? Oh, shit.
Right,
Sorry.
let me think.
Give him down from the shoulder down to the gut.
Or do we want to kill them? Do we want to keep them alive? Are you hoping to break the indoctrination? I don't know.
It's up to you.
I think this one will keep alive
Okay.
for questioning.
Okay. So,
So yeah, as a step in and swing, like you said, it appears as if I missed, but then I feel my sword biting into flesh. And as I do, I take another half step forward and batter him with my shield to the ground.
right. Okay, as he collapses to the ground, he's sort of gasping for air. There's lots of blood. He's in quite a bad way. He's not strong enough to continue in this combat in any way, shape, or form. He doesn't even have enough mental capacity that he can control at the moment to cast spells. But he isn't actually going to die, or at least he is going to die, but only if he doesn't get any medical attention within about an hour. So you've essentially taken him alive, and obviously you guys can make sure he doesn't die from that later once this immediate fight is over. Celeste, you to go. What would you like to do?
Right. I'm just thinking, I kind of need to get down. Oh, hang on, there's some usurpers up on the balcony over here, aren't there?
Yeah.
Or are they underneath?
No, they're on the balcony. I didn't
Right,
actually
but-
notice them taking an action last round either, so they might not have.
Group 2.
Yep, looks very much like Group 2. Don't have initiative on the thing, so let me just roll that for them now. There we go, and I will reorder this, and we know that we're up to Celeste.
Right. Now I can only move half my speed, can't I?
Actually, they should have gone already, but never mind. That's their problem. You can move up to half your speed. Why is that?
Well, because you said there were loads of people on the balcony.
Oh, sorry. Yes, aye.
Yeah.
Yes, that would be why. So a minor action would be half your speed. A major action will be your speed.
Okay, I'm going to use a minor action to get here. And then I'm going to use my major to cast my new spell, which is Shocking Shield.
Okie doke.
I charge my body with arcane lightning, shocking any enemy with the audacity to strike or grab me, essentially, and it lasts for the whole combat.
Right.
But of course, I've got to pass this. So
You do.
yes, I managed it.
Okay.
Just.
So as you cast it, this shocking shield springs up around you. If you just want to put a little marker on yourself so you know what that does.
Okay, just a second. And that'll have to be me for now.
That'll have to be you. Okie dokie. So that is Celeste done. So it's Usurper Group 1 who have been taking the bulk of the damage for the other side. There's 2 of them down already. This one is going to manage to land a blow on this guy for the first time in the course of the fight. But it's quite disappointing. It's just a scratch across his face, really. And that's all he's going to get to do. So Usurper Group 3, and obviously I'll use 2 as well, who've been standing around with their thumbs up the back ends for no apparent reason. This one, realising that there's no need to continue the battle, is going to run from Agnes. So she's going to dash out the upstairs door, so she's escaped. There we go. These guys are a little bit more fanatical, so they're both going to do something at you. So Group 2 is going to... Well, since it seems to be the... Oh, no, I know what this one's going to do. This one's going to try and stop Agnes advancing by trying to blind her. So he is going to use a Shadow Hood. Let's have a look. So, target number 12, total 21. How the fuck's he? Oh, yeah, I see. Okay, so you can see he kind of moves his arms round in a swirling motion, and this ball of black forms inside his hands, and he throws it at Agnes. The blackness hits her full in the face and then kind of slides down over her head, just as if somebody pulled a bag over her head. Yes, go ahead. Yeah.
I'm going to call one of my thingy points.
Okay, so that's dropped you to 2 on the Puppets of Fate. And let me just see if this guy saves against that. Ah, shit. Okay. No, he didn't. He's failed. Right. So he loses the points as the bag starts to slide down over Agnes's eyes. It just seems to tear and then wisp away into nothing. He curses. He yells to his friend that there must be a fate mage here amongst them, amongst these people somewhere.
Rabbit.
Okay, so the other one is now going to try the exact same tactic. See if he can get it to work. So Shadow's Hood is a cost of 4. He's scored 17. That's also a pass. You see the same thing. This shadowy ball of darkness starts to form in his hand as he flings it towards Agnes. Are you taking any?
I'm going to do it again.
You're going to do it again. All right, you are. Let me just alter. Oh shit! Just altered his hit points instead of his.
That's exactly what the mage says.
Do you know what
I
probably is?
I was accidentally taking my health off instead of my magic points, and then oh god, I think you had to fix it all. If anybody wondered why my health was going up and down.
Okay,
you're
so
a blood mage, you sacrifice health for magic.
So that's Usurper Group 2. He needs to make a saving throw. He's also failed. So this second Shadow's Hood hits Agnes and just flows around her, and just wisps of smoke and blackness disappear into nothing as the spell fills. The Sword Mage group are now going to press their attack. This is Group 3. Sword Mage Group 3 are going to run off down the corridor chasing the escaping masters. So move him onto the GM's lair. Is there another Group 3 anywhere? I don't see the other Group 3. Must be around somewhere, but I don't see where. So anyway, he's gone off down the corridor. Ah, is this him? Yeah, they've both run off down the corridor chasing the 2 escaping mages.
Hmm.
So I will just take them off. Sword Mage Group 2 are actually going to follow them. They're going to charge off down the corridor as well. So I will remove
Fair
Sword Mage Group 2 and I will shift them both onto the Games Master's lair. So Baylor next, what would you like to do?
Edward, how badly hurt are you?
26 out of 39.
Right, okay. I'm going to put a healing touch onto you.
Okay.
Excellent.
Make a roll for your healing touch.
And there you go.
Okay.
18 plus 5 stun points.
Okay. So you cast the healing touch. You've got 5 magical stunt points. You can use those. What's the healing for a healing touch?
Let's see. Your touch heals wounds and restores vigor to one wounded target. You can spend up to 3 magic points when you cast a spell. For each magic point spent, the target gets 1d6 health back.
1d6. Okay. So how many points are you spending on it?
2.
2. Okay. So roll 2d6, and that's how many health points Edward gets back.
Does he still get the stun points?
And you still get 5 stun points as well, so you can do what you like with them.
Right, you got 10 points back.
Yep.
Thank you.
Now I'm just having a look at these stun points. I got a feeling it won't be necessary. Are you still injured after that?
A little bit, but not much. I'm 3 hit points down.
3 hit. Oh, well, you can bandage them up yourself. You use the residual magic of the spell casting to set up a temporary protective device. You get +2 to defense until the beginning of my next turn. That's a magic shield.
Magic shield, yeah.
3.
Yeah. No problem.
Brian?
Yes?
You skipped past my turn.
Okay. That seems odd, but you're quite right. I did. We'll do yours straight after them. I'll just move you back up.
I think it's probably because the 2 instances of Puppets of Fate.
It might have been. I might have just double clicked. I do that sometimes. Oh, it's doing its own thing now. Never mind. We know that it's you to go next. So your magic shield sort of encases you in this magical protective energy. Meanwhile, what is Rowena doing? Really? Rowena?
Rowena, sorry, I thought you said Rena. I was like, who the hell is Rena? Okay. I'm going to cast Hands of Fate this time.
Okay. Yeah, you can do. Just bear in mind that it looks very much like this battle's winding down now.
Is it winding down? Right.
Looks like a lot of the enemy have escaped up the corridor. The faculty members have kind of broken out of their torpor and are starting to stream across the thing. It's entirely up to you if you want to do it. I'm just saying, if you want to hang on to the magic points and do something else, that's also a thing you can do.
Would they not carry over to the next battle she would be in?
Nope.
No, they wouldn't.
No.
That's a shame.
In that case, I've never even got to use that one. None of the other side got any stunt points for me to nick.
No, they haven't yet.
Annoying. So Raina's annoyed, so she's going to come along with where Celeste's coming.
Yep.
So that if any of them come along and they've got any stunt points, they're her stunt points now.
Right. So what's your movement in total?
I should have this memorised, I don't.
Speed.
My speed's 11.
Okay, so you've only moved up to 7 there, so you can still move another 4 squares as a minor action.
I
if you
don't want to
to
be too far out ahead, so
Okay.
I'm going to catch up to Captain Agnes. It's
Right.
just that I've got no battle magic.
Well, from there you're only 6 meters away from this mage over here. The mages are not armored, and you do have arcane blast that doesn't cost any points. But
Yeah.
it is entirely up to you. Or you can use a spell. I
Oh,
was
so
just
they're
warning.
within distance from the arcane blast then.
Oh yeah, arcane blast got 16-meter range. You're only about 8 meters away once you get to there.
Right, I'm gonna arcane blast them just for a laugh.
Right, you are. So you come running up to join Captain Agnes, and you kind of peer around from behind her and go, "Ha-ha! Zap!" Vroom. This arcane blast arcs from you to... Oh, and 3 stun points. That's a hit. Oh, wait a minute. Is it a hit? Yes, it is, because these are not the guys that are fading in and out. So that's a direct hit. So you can roll the damage. You can also decide what you're doing with the 3 magical stun points you've just generated.
Can I ask you a random question?
Yeah.
Is Captain Agnes wearing plate?
Yes.
She is. Fancy.
Okay, I'll just I'll do mighty spell, so I do an extra 1d6 damage.
Okay. Go for it.
Arcane blast. Oh, maximum
Ooh.
damage.
Shit. Right, okay, so
That's
8
quite a lot.
8 points of damage lances out towards this guy who reels
Right,
backwards
guys,
as you
there's
hit
an
him.
extra 1d6.
Ah, that was
It's
just...
11.
Oh shit,
That
11
was just
points
my
of
basic.
damage. Shit,
Yeah.
right, okay. He kind of... as you hit him, you can see like he reels backwards slightly. You can see burning up one side. He's in quite a bad way from that hit. As you can see, his aura's turned yellow straight away. So that's the frost weapons is now down 1 action, down 1 thingy thing. Combat round 3's begun. Ed, we had to go.
I'm going to try and finish off the guy that, Rowena, there, that's your name. I'm going to try and finish off that guy.
Right, you are. Go for it.
That will be a 13 to hit. I imagine that's hit him.
13 has hit, yes.
Okay, I imagine my dex is higher than his.
Your dex is higher than his. You are quite right.
That's 11 damage.
That's 11 damage to the guy that... Right, so seconds after he gets hit by the magical blast, he starts to recover, and this arrow goes thunk straight through his neck and out the other side. He's down.
Ooh. Yeah.
I'm not going to ask if
Stupid
you...
arrow in his stupid face.
Well, absolutely, yes. Okay.
Yeah, like I said before, I want to keep the masters alive, but the others I'm not bothered about.
I remembered you saying, so I didn't bother to worry
Yeah.
about that. So that's the Bursa, and he's had another round's worth of escapage. Usurper Group 2 are the ones that have just lost a guy. However, this one here is not standing for that. He's going to shoot back. You've just killed his friend. He's not happy with you. He's going to open up on you with a... fuck.
He's welcome to try,
He's
but
gonna hit you with another icy... Ah, wait, no. He could hit a few people with that if he wanted to, couldn't he? He gets the target... Right, he's going to aim for the ones that are closer. So he's going to hit Rowena and Captain Agnes. Or he's going to try and hit Rowena and Captain Agnes with ice knives. So let's just see how he goes about that. So his magic ice knives, it's going to cost him 3 on his magic points. And he's failed. So you see him sucking in magical energy around him. You can see that like his breath starts to be seen as the cold envelops around him. He then thrusts his hands forward and this blast of snowflakes come out. But instead of turning to icicles as they travel forward, they melt as they go through the air. He curses, and with his second action, he is going to pull back a bit. Fuck this, I'm going to retreat. The second guy, because there's 3 in that group, and I forgot the other one the last time, but never mind. The second guy, who is 11 and 12 meters away from you guys. He's probably going to hit you with the same thing. Or is he just going to blind Agnes? Yeah, he's going to blind Agnes, I think. Not that they've had a great deal of success with that, but he's going to give it a try. So
Poor Agnes.
yeah, so he's going to try a. Actually, no, he won't. He will definitely Shadow's Hood. Here we go. Wang for 4 points of that, 4 thingies, and that's a success with 5 stunned points.
Stop.
I'd waited
My
and
luck.
paused. Yep.
My last puppets of fate.
Your last puppets of fate to see if you can force him to re-roll. Shit. He's failed his save and throw by 1, so he's going to have to re-roll that spell as fate intervenes, forcing him to try again. Shadow's Hood. And this time he has passed again, but with, oh yes, exactly the same number of stun points. So he did have to re-roll, but he still got the pass.
Well, they're my stunt points.
Oh shit! Yes, they are. You can choose what magical stunts he uses. He's got 5 points of spell stun, so you can choose which ones he uses.
Right. I'm just sorry. This is going to take me a couple of minutes because I need to work out in my head.
Alright, you do that while I try and find something that looks like a blinding spell. There we go. So Captain Agnes finally gets hit with this black hood, which is just pulled down over her head and she can see nothing.
Okay. I'm going to use skillful casting so that it reduces the magic cost of the spell. That way he doesn't really get any benefit except for getting his spell points back.
Right you are, yep, so I'll only take 3 points off his... depends how many of the 5 stun points are you using to reduce his...
All of them.
So that would be 3, so he only takes 1 spell point off. I must remember to take the other guy's spell points off for the spell he cast as well though, so let me just pan up.
Because I can't risk him doing extra damage to her.
No, that's right. Okay, so she's currently blinded. You can see she's like fighting to try and pull this hood off, but it isn't really there. It's just this shroud of shadows just blinding her so she can't see through. She's sputtering and cursing. That's Usurper Group 2 finished, so Captain Agnes to go next. She's not really going to act. She's desperately just trying to get this thing clear. So, Sandrina, what are you going to do?
I am going to go and help that sword mage with this usurper by killing him.
Yes, that would do the trick.
The usurper, not the sword mage.
Yes, I gathered that's what you meant. Yeah. So you rush down to attack the usurper's agent. Go ahead and make an attack. You get +1 because you're charging. That's 17. That's a hit. Roll the damage.
Oh.
Okay, so you rush in, but you swing your sword just a moment too soon and only graze him. You've left a scar across the face, yep.
You get an extra 2 damage, doesn't it?
You get an extra 2 penetrating damage, yes. So that's 7 actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's actually a bit more. As you scratch across the face, nowhere near as deep as you'd want it to, you can see that entire side of the face turns white and frost starts to form on the face itself as your ice blade hits and starts to... You can actually hear the guy's teeth chattering as well from the cold. As the guy's teeth are chattering, the sword mage runs him through. He does actually survive it though. The sword went straight through his side, but it's a thin rapier, so it's gone through his side and out. The guy's but he survives it. It is this sword mage to go next, so he runs in to attack the same guy, and he swings and misses. The guy's not quite where he expected, so as he swings, he's like thrusts through empty air. What? confused for a moment by the fact that the guy isn't where he thought it was. Celeste, you to go next. What would you like to do?
Is it still half movement on the balcony?
Yes, it's still half movement on the balcony.
Ah, ball sacks. Right, Celeste.
I mean, you can risk jumping onto the banister and running along it if you want to. There is a risk you'll fall off. You would need a dexterity acrobatics check. It would be an easy one, no. Routine, in fact. So, well, no,
because I'm trying to get to this.
So you'd need to beat 9.
Bucket. Okay, I'll give it a go.
Go for it.
I'm just so glad that I did up my dex for the second time.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Oh, for fuck's sake!
So you jump onto the balcony, start running along the banister, start running along, slip, fall, plummet, crunch, thump, bang, land,
Ow!
bang down there, and I'm going to roll some damage.
This is kind of, guys, this is kind of why I wanted to roll Hand of Fate, but Brian talked me out of it.
I'm terribly sorry. I was just suggesting. You can always ignore my suggestions, especially when they turn out to be stupid. Okay, good night, Mark. Yeah, so you've injured yourself. You've taken 2 points of penetrating damage.
Well, that's not too bad. I'm like, fuck! Right, do I still get my major action, though?
Yeah, that was only a minor action.
Okay. Well, can't do a lot. What I will do is I'll cast Jolt at this one.
Oh shit! Right, okay. Go for it. It's him to go next as well.
Not what I planned to do, but you know.
No, I can imagine that.
Right. Let's see. Oh yes, I definitely passed that with 6
Right.
stunts.
You did with 6 stunt points as well. So what would you like to do?
Okay.
Shit, he's failed the saving throw, so he takes 2 points of penetrating damage,
He can't take his major
and he can't
action.
take a major action next round.
Let's see, spell stunts. Could I make it? Could I do lethal spells so he has to take more 2d6 damage?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
I've got a point left over.
Fuck.
I
I'm
can't
wondering,
do anything.
are you really related to Palpatine?
Seems like it, doesn't it?
It does a little bit.
Right, 2d6, 9 extra damage.
Dear me. Okay, describe how this goes down.
Way! Right, well, you can imagine. Celeste reaches a sword out, and a lightning bolt jumps from it, very, a bit Emperor Palpatine-ish. Zaps the guy and goes right through into the center of his chest and burns a big black hole into him.
Oh, okay, so you're not taking this one alive. Then he collapses to the ground a bit dead. Just sort of crackling and sputtering. And you can see there's still like burning flame around the wound as well as he collapses.
Barbecue.
Deed to the ground. I think that's nobody left on the enemy side inside the... Oh no, there's 2 usurper troops up on the...
They're up here, yeah.
Right. Okay, so you see the rest of the faculty who have now joined the fight spot that there are only 2 people... Oh, actually, this guy's come out. It's round 4, so his... Round 3, rather, so his frozen effect is no longer in effect. So he comes out. I'll take all that fanny off in a moment. So as the frozen effect on him sort of melts away, he looks around trying to figure out what's going on. He sees the 2 usurpers men on the balcony, and he casts a spell, and there's a massive crack of thunder as 2 arcs of lightning blast down from the ceiling, hitting one and then the other. Right, you can see they both kind of light up temporarily, and as they're staggering about from the injury, Master Priam throws a spell of his own, which arcs across and hits this one, blowing him against the wall, where he hits his head off the wall and slides down in a bloody mess. Let's just kill him off.
So has he actually killed them?
Oh, aye.
All right.
and
He's angry then.
The other 4 mages all turn on the last of the usurper's troops, and all 4 of the other masters all launch a spell in his direction. He never knew what hit him. There's just like a crater where he used to be by the time. There's like 4 masters all casting combat spells at him. He's fucked.
He's fucked. It's one way of putting it, I suppose.
Well,
yeah.
quite, yes. That's a technical military term, that one.
Yeah.
It was
A bit like haunted as fuck. Yeah.
haunted as fuck, yes. It was at that point that we realised the enemy was fucked.
I think, to be honest, my plan would be, at this point, is we need to get somebody down to the stables to make sure that we interrupt them before too many of them run.
Yeah, cut them off before they can
I mean,
escape.
we already kind of sent Lanken down there to prepare our horses just in case we had to run. But just because we were going to run doesn't mean they get to run.
I think it would be good to secure the griffins, because that would be a way for them to get away as well.
Yeah.
So I think, I might make my way to the griffins. Slight issue is I don't know the way, but
Lars's character Baelor would.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to say out.
Were we going to interrogate the ones that were captured, or maybe go after the ones who'd ran out?
My suggestion was going to be that we sent Lanken down basically to look prepare our horses in case we had to run. I think we should probably have someone go down and make sure as few as possible of this lot don't run.
Okay.
I was thinking about going to where the griffins are, because that would actually be a really good way for them to get away. You know, just hop on a griffin and fly away.
Well, I mean, I suppose it depends on if they can ride griffins.
I feel like the masters would have. I feel like they would know, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing. And there will be other, like, sword mages and stuff guarding the rest of the place, I guess. So I suppose we'll see what
Right, I'm back.
Right.
So,
Ryan,
yes.
would we know if the masters could ride griffins?
It's very common for the higher level mages here to be taught to ride griffins, so some of them will be able to, yes.
Yeah, okay.
You think they're running for the griffin area?
I was thinking about going to the griffin area just to stop them from taking that exit, but
Right.
I mean, I was
I'm-
suggesting
yeah.
we already had sent Lanken down to prepare our horses so we could run if we had to.
Yeah.
So I was thinking we should probably get down there and make sure they don't run.
I mean, it depends how you think they're going to try and escape.
Well, we know that some of the sword mages went after them.
Yes.
I guess we could just go and see what's going on out there, if we've managed to capture them or
Okay.
what. And we can maybe secure the ones that we have captured, or I mean, there are the other mages in here, I guess, might do. But
Right. Okay. So the other mages are starting to form up a council of war at one of the tables, trying to. They're handing out orders to the what sword mages haven't already left. They send Captain Omar after the other sword mages that are in pursuit of the two masters. Go, bring us those traitors back. Arrest them. Let us know when you've got them. Take their arcane devices from them. These other sword mages go with him, and they say, "You find out what's going on. You head down to, head down to the main gates and close the gates. Nobody gets in or out until we say so."
Well, actually, we could just ask them what they want us to do.
You could do, yeah. They're currently discussing a number of possibilities. That they're saying, you hear one of them say, "I don't understand it. They must know they don't have the numbers." And another says, "Then
If I yell down.
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, you can.
I'm gonna point out as well that we don't know where Ambler has gone.
Indeed, we
true.
don't.
Yeah, that's a bit worrying.
You don't
If
know.
I yell down and
yeah.
say, "Do you want us to do anything, or what do you want
I
us
mean, you
to
can
do?"
join them down there now at this point if you want to. So yeah, they're currently trying to work out what's happening. So they sent some of the sword mages out to get some intel as to exactly what's going on out there. One of them says the enemy must know that they don't have the numbers, which means they're probably just going to try and escape. The two likely escape routes are out the main gate, which we've just ordered sealed, or out the Griffin Eyrie. At the same time, you see one of a sword mage from another group that hadn't been here comes in. He's clearly wounded quite badly, but he's made his way here. It's Chancellor. The enemy has attacked the Griffin Eyrie. They look around and go, the Griffin Eyrie. That's how they're trying to get out. Somebody get to the Griffin Eyrie and stop them escaping.
Well, that's our call. To the
Yeah.
Griffin Eyrie.
I guess
Yeah, so you all.
Hey, can I ask? Can I shout down to the sword mage and ask how many of them are there at the Griffin Eyrie?
You can, yes. Give me a second. I'll go over to the Griffin Eyrie map and figure it out. So the answer to that would be 2, 4. He thinks something in the region of 10 to a dozen.
Okay.
So he's not sure.
We can take him.
They just came at them at high speed, and you notice that his wounds mostly look like puncture wounds. It looks like he's been shot repeatedly with crossbow bolts. He's in quite a bad way. But one of the masters runs over to heal him. Just stay there, I'll heal you. And then he sort of unleashes some healing magic. Okay, so you're going to head to the Griffin Eyrie, I take it?
Yeah.
You know, I'm glad you were counting in twos. I'd be worried if you started counting in like 10.
Yeah, 10, 20,
20,
30. 79. There's 79 of them.
Does this mean that any spells that last for an encounter
Have gone
would
now,
still be
yes.
going?
No, they've
Oh,
gone.
bollocks.
This is an entirely new encounter. So as you head out from here, let me just take you back to there for a second. Okay, so the masters are going to coordinate the battles from here. They're going to head out to any other points they feel need reinforcement, but they're essentially going to be running the battle from here. Captain Osmar, who's one of the masters, has been sent to capture the fleeing guys. There's also been.
Can I quickly ask something?
Yeah. Escalion's going to head over to. Also, Selenika's gone, isn't she? Because she's gone up to the Horn of Escalion, which reminds me, all of you should have been taking -2 in all of your attacks there. It hadn't been sounded yet.
I
No, you said it had.
was.
Did I say it had? In that case,
Yes, you
it
did.
had, but I'll take her off the map because she's currently up there sounding it.
Okay.
That's right, I remember it was sounded last week at the start, wasn't it?
It was,
Yeah.
So yes, so she's not back yet. So Escalion is now going to head off to the gates to secure the gates, along with. Actually, he'll just pick up some allies on the way. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I do have a quick question.
Yes, go ahead.
If Marie was to do a quick heal on me, like a non-magical heal, and then when, like, obviously that would get me up to full hit points because I'm only 3 down. Then would she theoretically be able to heal me on the next encounter, which would be at the Griffin Eyrie?
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah. Oh, sorry, no, because it would be the same wounds. You can only do a non-magical heal on each wound once.
But I would be at full health.
Oh yeah, then she could heal you
Because I
again.
assume she'll be able to.
She could heal you again if you got a different set of wounds. Yeah, that's not a problem.
Okay.
Okay, right. Doing the healing.
Yeah, that would get me up to full.
Okay.
Because you heal so much, don't you? Thank you.
Okay, so you quickly dress his wounds. You volunteer to head over to the Griffin Eyrie. Are there any NPCs you're taking with you?
One thing that I just want to say is, should we share the mage font around to get a bit of magic points back between the mages in the group?
Rowena's got it at the moment. The talk.
Yeah.
Remember the way it works. You have to be holding it as you don't drain the points and then into you and then cast it. You cast the spell with the points that are in the thing.
Okay. Right,
so it's
Fair
not
enough.
the same as a potion. However,
Right.
one of the masters is carrying some mage potions, so he will spare 2.
Hey,
You
right.
can have 2 mage potions. Each one will restore 1d6 plus the drinker's intelligence. So who's going to
What's
take the 2
everyone
That's alright.
mage potions?
Down
May I
to,
take one?
Sorry?
I was going to say, can
Sorry.
I have one?
well, between me and Rowena, I'm at 14 out of 29. However, I can fight with a sword, so it depends.
I've got 21 out of 32 and I have the mage font, so you take the other.
Right. So
Right.
Okay.
Baylor takes 1, so that's d6 plus your intelligence in magic points you'll get back.
Okay, let me see.
And Jenny, you take the other one.
6
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
6 as well. So that's 8.
plus
total.
the intelligence.
As for your question, Brian, I think we should
Yay.
take Captain Agnes with us.
You're going to take Captain Agnes with you. Right, you are. In that
Yeah.
case, I'm going to say that Celeste is going to... I don't mean Celeste.
Should we take Ozma? No,
Osmo's
he's
already
gone.
left. He's gone to
Right.
capture the... he's going to try and catch these guys. So Selenika's going to head down to the stables. Just to
Right.
make sure they don't try and grab any of the horses. And also to tell Lanken that you're not running away anymore because you won. So
Get
when
him to join us.
Yeah, when Selenika rejoins the group, she'll have Lanken with her. So
Yeah,
the rest
okay.
of you are currently heading out with Captain Agnes.
Yes.
So, let me just see if this next map's going to need any fiddling with before. Because I know
We're
who
gonna
I
get to
guessed
see
was going to be there, but I don't know that that's who's actually.
Would the
Ah.
Griffins be able to be instructed to attack the usurper groups?
You don't really know a great deal about griffins, unless, of course, you want to make a law roll, natural law.
Can we all make that law?
Yeah, you can.
Alright,
Is that an
I think we can do
intelligence?
Intelligence, natural law. Yeah.
this. Got 11.
Anybody who gets 11 or better will know that griffins can indeed be convinced to attack things by whoever's currently controlling the griffin. So
Got 11 with
Okay.
3 stun points.
a griffin rider that knows what they're doing can convince that griffin to attack whoever they wish.
Would that 3 stun points get us additional information?
Yes, it would. What additional information about griffins would you like to know?
Good question.
Maybe how to get them to do it.
Okay, if you're actually riding the griffin, they will largely do as you tell them. You can remember some of the controls. They're not that different to cavalry horses, to be honest, as far as controlling them is concerned. The main difference is whereas you can't easily get a horse to run somebody over, griffins are much happier to do that. They're a little bit less
Big
concerned about
difference.
trampling people. And also, they can fly, which is nice.
Yeah. Yay, but we get to see the griffins, and I love griffins.
Is it right? Okay, well, that's handy then, isn't it?
I would
Okay.
have thought griffins would bond to individual riders.
They can
Is this where
do.
Brian,
Is
Brian,
this
are you going to give us a baby griffin?
Probably not. Okay, so you take off with your small force. You send Rowena down to get Lanka and tell her to meet you up at the Griffin Eyrie. The rest of you head off with Captain Agnes towards the Griffin Eyrie. As you're running through the the university, you can see that the chaos is spreading. There's small pockets of fighting all over the place. A lot of the students are just locking themselves in rooms. They don't really know what's going on. They're not sure who's on whose side yet. Some are trying to find some things out. Here and there you pass groups of mages that are launching spells at one another. As you come across one of the large gardens, give me a perception seeing test, please.
Oh, I can just roll perception.
Yeah, that'll do. If everybody
might have
fails, then the person who scores the lowest is going to fall in a socking big hole.
Oh
Well,
no!
I've passed.
You've
I've passed.
passed, okay.
7.
So you're running through the garden, and what you see is, or what Edward sees is, in the garden there's a huge hole has been torn out of the turf where a tree is missing. It's just gone. It's not here. Yeah, it's just not there at all.
And I take it I fall down for the second
No,
time.
I did say
Session.
only if everybody fails does the person who scored the lowest fall in.
I thought you meant the one who got the lowest.
Where's the tree gone?
So you're wondering where the tree's gone when you suddenly see this huge boulder come flying across the garden and slam into one of the other buildings. As you look round to see where it's coming from, you can see the tree animated, storming through the battlements of one of the walls,
It's an ant.
swatting enemies off, and you've no idea which side's animated it. So you don't know whether it's on your side or not. So you decide probably best to try not to attract its attention, I assume, unless you want to try and attract its. Okay,
No.
give me some
No, not
stealth
really.
rolls, then.
Stealth. Oh,
Dexterity stealth rolls. Jenny, you're usually good at these.
I up my dexterity. Not that it helps. I got a 16.
Would I be able to make a second perception to try and determine which side it's on?
Yes.
The
I am
Whomping
okay.
Willow.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Would a 15 do it?
It won't actually. You're not quite sure. It's very, very difficult
Will
to tell.
a 18 do it?
Yes,
Because
so-
I have observation.
Ah, right. Yes, it will. It looks very much like it's throwing rocks at a position that appears to be controlled by the usurper's agent, or rather, it's a position where
Right.
some of the usurper's agents have been pinned down, and it's
Right.
Oh,
throwing
good, so
rocks at them. Yeah,
It's probably on our side.
you think
Looks
so?
like
But
it.
as you watch, you see 3 winged forms take off from another part of the university and start flying in towards it. You see the tree creature looks up as they're approaching. They strafe it. You can see a blast of fire from one of them as part of the tree bursts into flames. The tree then swings a fist at one of the others and smacks it out of the air. It goes hurtling across and bang into one of the towers and falls, crushing some of the masonry as it falls. It's not a griffin.
Oh.
You've no idea what
I was
it
going to
is,
say,
but it breathes fire,
Oh.
which means it's definitely not a
It's a
griffin. And
Goddamn
it's
dragon.
roughly human shaped with like a bone tail
Oh, a
protruding out the
demon.
back. Yeah. As the,
can this
Oh.
be a... Oh,
as the other two continue to strafe the tree, you can see the tree is reduced to ash, but not before it grabs another one of the demons out of the air and smashes it off the ground. It just bursts into black ichor, and then the
Let's
tree burns away.
not get seen by the demons, please.
Okay. You make it across the rest of
Just-
the garden and into some of the other buildings. You know that the Griffin Eyrie is in the big tower over this way that you're heading towards. As you get to the Eyrie, as you get to the top of the tower, you come up the stairs and down a corridor. Racing towards where you know the Eyrie to be, you can see somebody on at the end of the corridors, like peering through a set of doors, says, "We've got company," and then fires. So let's see who is
Dickhead.
shot. So this would be. Let me just have a look. So he fires that shot and then he disappears behind the door, and you can see it's joined by other dark forms as they start pushing the door shut. So let's just see.
would
if
we
he
still be
managed-
stealth?
Well, no, you're running down a corridor straight towards these guys. There's absolutely no way of approaching them without being noticed. So this is Amblev's escort group.
Just yell, look over there, and then that's how we're stealth.
Look, a monkey.
Look, a monkey.
No, actually.
Amblev's
Look, a
escort.
frog. Ribbit.
Let's just see if they shot anybody first of all. So, who's in the front?
I'm at the back.
No one's going to volunteer to be at the front.
Who's
Well,
the
I'm
fastest?
guessing.
Me.
Oh, so you're the one getting shot at.
Yeah,
Oh,
my
great.
speed's 12, so.
My speed's 17, so I'm definitely fast.
Right.
Okay,
Jesus.
so I think that doesn't seem to have rolled. Let me just try that again. There we go, 14. Is that a hit?
Nah, it misses.
Does it really? Huh?
Yeah, my defense is 15.
Okay, so who did you say was directly behind them? Jenny, what's your defense?
Well, my speed's 12, my defense is 12.
Right, okay.
Move myself
Because
to
I
the
don't
front.
have my arcane shield up at the minute.
As you're racing up the corridor, the guy takes one shot before they all start pushing the door. Edward goes, shit, and swerves off to the side. You're like, what? Thunk, as you get shot.
Fuck's sake!
Shot in the chest, 10
Holy
points of standard
hell.
damage.
10! Jesus!
Well, all of that goes through.
Edward's to blame.
I'm down to 20 health now.
Oh, dear.
With 32.
I
How
would try to
dare
avoid
you,
getting
Edwin?
shot
You
again
should
if
have
I
took
were
the
you.
arrow.
Jesus.
So what would you guys like to do? These guys are closing the doors.
Well, I've just been fagging shots, so, you know. I'm going to be a
For
bit
the benefit of those
concerned
at
about
home, what you're seeing is what I'm seeing, not what the players are seeing.
that.
Is there any part of their body that I could shoot at while they're closing the door? Like a leg or something?
Yeah, you can try and shoot one of the guys as he's closing the door.
Well, we can't,
That's what I will do.
not try and grab the doors and stop them closing them, essentially.
I'm hoping that shooting someone will stop them from closing the door.
Well, to be
Okay.
fair, Sandrina has a shield. Could she not try and push through with the shield?
Yeah,
up
yeah,
so
yeah,
that-
yeah. Give me a strength might test for Sandrina. Edward, give me an attack roll for you, please.
I'll just have to open
Yeah.
Sandrina's character sheet.
Not very good.
What did you say it was? Strength,
Might.
might. Okay, she's not strength. What was that? 13.
Can I, not knowing whether that's a hit or a miss, can I aim?
Yes, you can aim. No, because yes, go on, I'll allow it.
Then that'll be a
13,
15.
I think is probably going to be a hit. Let me
15
just-
now.
15 is definitely a hit, isn't it? Yes, 13 would have just barely been a hit. So as they're pushing the doors to, you loose a shot and thunk, you manage to hit the guy that fired at you and shot Celeste. Roll the damage.
This is slightly metagamey, but do they have armor?
You don't know, you didn't see him for long enough. You'll find out in a minute. But yes.
Because I can do armor penetration.
Ah, right. Yes, they do.
Okay, then I'll do a rapid reload and I'll do an armor penetration.
Okay.
I have armor penetration for 1 because of the roll. Or armor piercing.
Armor piercing. So their armor acts as half what it would normally act as. So I'm gonna have to round that off. I'll
13
round it
damage.
in your favour, so they only block 1 of that, so that's 12 damage. Okay, so you can hear a scream from the guy you shot.
Good. Go fucker.
Then I'm gonna need a strength might test, which I got, so that's 13. That's to try and bull your way through it. 2 of them were going to push the door shut, but he's just shot once, and now only 1 of them gets to roll. So that one has to beat you with single roll rather than adding their friends to it. So let's just see. 8. Nope. Okay, so I'm
Yay.
going to bring you guys across because you've just surged through this doorway. Whoops, it is it. There we go.
Yeah, and Sandrina's obviously holding her shield up, so at least that'll help with a little bit of protection.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I appear to have brought you water already. Okay. So as you guys come swarming through the door, would you like to start making your initiative rolls, please?
Before this, would I have been able to have a chance to use a minor action to cast my shield again, or not?
Holy shit!
Sorry, I've accidentally rolled Edward. Yes, I'm going to say you can have done that in the roll on the way over.
Okay,
I've rolled a 17
Nice one.
with 5 stun points for initiative.
Okay. I'm going to have to add you manually by the looks of it, because it doesn't look as if it's gone in. So I will,
No,
everybody
it
who
hasn't.
needs to be added manually, keep track of what you got, and I'll add you in just a moment's time. I'm just rolling everybody else's initiative.
I just
I
need to double
can't-
check. You said I was supposed to go to the stables and sort out
No,
what was happening.
no, Mark's character was sent to the stables.
Sandrina went, right, that's
Yes.
fine. So I need to roll initiative.
Yes.
All right. Well, if Sandrina was sent to the stables, then she can't have done what we just said that she did.
Oh,
Pushed open
shit,
the door,
no.
yeah.
No, Cassandrina's
Captain
not
Agnes could have, though.
here. We'll say Captain
Captain
Agnes
Agnes
did.
could've.
Yeah, we'll say Captain Agnes
Right.
was the one that did it, yeah.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
Should we rearrange our
Yes,
positions
please
then?
do, yeah.
Guess Captain can be first and I'll be behind her.
Okay. So I need to do Durlev and
Okay.
fuck's sake.
Jeez, they're all getting quite good rolls.
One of those rolls was mine, by the way, just so you know, for my shield.
Mm.
So I go after Celeste at the moment.
Let's go.
Yeah, I got a really good initiative. Maybe it's because I was shocked, so I'm really pissed off. That hurt.
Oh,
That was a lot of
Here,
damage.
man, fucker.
So you can retaliate with those
Oh.
lightning bolts.
Fuck off. It's doing that gluey thing where just
Oh, right.
you can't click on
yeah.
anything else because the thing's still. The last thing you did is still tagged to you, and it just moves with you to block what you're doing. Okay, so
Oh wait, hang on. That's Ambiev.
Yes.
Ambiev askew right there.
Amblev, yeah.
yes,
That's where she
Amblev.
buggered off to.
That's right.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to make good their escape at the moment. So, descending order. Let me just run through everybody, make sure that you're on here. So Celeste's on.
I'm not.
You're not, right, okay.
I'm not in.
You're not in, so I need to add you guys manually.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be...
I got 17.
hold on. I haven't spotted where you're at yet. So Edward, what did you get?
I got 16.
Christ, so Baelor's going before Edward this time. Still haven't spotted Baelor yet. Where the fuck are you?
On the map, he's there.
Yeah, he's like right at the back, yeah.
Got him. Add turn, and sorry, what did you say? 17. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
17, and you brought Agnes with you as well, so let me just find Agnes.
Is she able to be in front of us all?
She'll have to be in front of you
Isn't she-
because she came smashing through the... so if you guys could just move... I don't know, move you back so
Sure.
that you're coming through in this formation. There you go. So, Captain... Agnes... Initiative... Okay, is everybody on now?
I don't see myself. Unless I'm
I
being
can see
blind.
you.
Yeah,
can
you
see
with me.
Oh, there I am.
Yeah, yeah.
I was being
Yeah.
blind.
Okay, so Celeste has got an 18. Jesus, right? Okay,
know,
Celeste, you go first. What would you like to do?
I can't see Amblev from here, can I?
Um,
Or can I?
well, let me just have a look. Where are you?
Because We did see her before, but now I can't see her.
I can't see
She
where
was
you
up
are,
there.
to be honest. Can you ping yourself so I can see where you are, please?
God, it's hard for me to see myself.
Okay, got you. I've got you. Okay, so from there, you just can't. You haven't quite got a line of sight to Ambleth, no.
Just
Okay.
flatten those two at the front.
I
Yeah.
am close enough to do shock blast, aren't I?
What's the range on Shock
If I-
Blast? 6?
It doesn't say. It shocks an enemies in a 6x6 area,
this-
but
is-
it's like I reach out with my sword, so it's like my arm length plus my sword length, and then it arcs
So
out
yeah,
from
so
there.
it does say it starts at you and it has to be within a 6x6 area from you. So yeah, those two guys are in the blast range. So
Yeah.
are these 3 allies? Does it say all people or does it specifically say enemies?
Enemies.
So
Yeah.
the shock will fire off between the 3 allies and hit the 2 guys at the end.
So it won't hurt allies.
It won't hurt allies. If it says enemies, it means just enemies.
Yeah.
Well, it uses allies as a conductor.
I suppose.
Yeah, it says shocking enemies in a 6x6 yard,
Yeah.
so area.
Yeah.
Right, I'll
So
give
that's
it a try.
From where you're standing, 6 yards ahead, 6 yard wide cone. So the only 2 are the 2 leading escorts there. And let's see, did you cast it? So as
Yep, I
you come
got it.
bursting through the doors behind Agnes, you blast this shock blast off that slams into these guys and arcs one between the next. What are the 4 points of stunts you're going to do, and what's the damage you're going to do?
Right. Well, they need to make a constitution. Oh shit! No, that's the wrong spell. What am I on about? Yes, they do need to make a constitution stamina test, or they don't. I don't have my willpower onto the damage, so we'll do that first.
Okay.
And they've got to beat 14.
You've got to beat 14 with a constitution stamina, yeah?
Yeah.
So the uninjured one takes a full hit, the injured one manages to resist.
Okay. So it's 1d6 plus willpower. For the one who took the full thing, my willpower is 2. So I'll roll that one first. Right. Sorry, I'm trying to juggle a bunch of things.
That's okay.
Okay, so that's 5 for the one who took the full damage. And 4 for the other one.
Okay, and this is penetrating, isn't it?
Yes, it is. So it's not a lot, but you know.
Aye. And what did you say for the one that passed his saving throw? 4.
He just took 1d6, which is 4. So,
Okay, so the electrical blast arcs between your allies, surges forward, hits the first guy who yelps as the electrical energy flashes through him. You can see he's gritting his teeth with pain, all his muscles convulse at once. The other guy, the guy that's already been shot, sees it coming like shit, almost dives out of the way, but as the electricity arcs past him, you can see there's electrical burns appear on the side of his body. Ah, you bastard! Baylor, you to go. What would you like to do?
Frost weapons, everybody in the group.
Oh shit! Right, okay. Okay, so go ahead and see if you can cast it.
oh shit! I had stunts. Hang on.
So
I'll
you
just
did.
do that while Baylor's doing his thingy.
Okay, so you've actually failed that one. So you, Baylor, take the magic points off anyway. But
Yeah.
as you attempt to try and create summon the cold, you're just distracted by the screaming and the blasts of electricity and the arrows zinging backwards and forwards, and you just can't focus enough. The spell doesn't form properly.
Right. Okie dokes.
Edward, what would you
Right.
like to do?
Can I, before we do that, can I
Uh-huh.
use my stunts?
You can, yes. What would you like to do?
I want to use them to do imposing spell. The effect of the spell is much more dramatic than usual. Until the beginning of my next turn, anyone attempting to make a melee attack against me must make a successful willpower courage test.
Right, yes, you can.
And they would need to roll 12. Well, they would need to roll more than 12.
Yes,
So,
okay. So, they get a sense of the divine as this electricity hits them, so that kind of worries them, kind of frightens them. They're not quite sure who you are and how powerful you are. So, Edward, what are you going to do before you get shot?
I'm going to shoot him before he shoots me.
Okay, go for it.
Not aiming.
Okay, I think that might be a miss. Let me just have a look. Oh, it almost missed. Oh, no, wait, he's in light cover now because he dived for... No, he's not yet, because he would need a minor action to get him into light cover. So, as he's disappearing around that corner, you managed to hit him in the side, just above the kidneys. Roll the damage. Above a kidney, obviously, not above both of them.
11 damage.
How much?
11.
Sorry, I had a mouthful of fig roll there.
doesn't Edward get +2 for the ice weapons as well?
No, I
No.
failed.
Oh, you
It's melee
failed.
only.
Shit, sorry, I was distracted.
Okay, that guy's extremely badly injured. There's blood everywhere. The arrow's gone straight through and out the back. So he's got like a through and through wound from the arrow. He's pumping blood out. He's in a really, really bad way.
And the minor action will be used just to reload.
Okay. So Escort Group 1, which I think is this guy one of them? Yeah, he's one. He's one. No, only two in Escort Group 1, so it's just those two. This one's going to drag himself round the corner, but not before shooting you. So he's going to shoot. He's going to shoot the mage because he's terrified of you. So he's going to shoot you. It's not a melee attack though, it's a missile attack. So he won't need that saving throw.
Who's he going to shoot?
Jenny.
Me? Oh, Jenny,
Jenny.
right.
Yeah. He's got to beat 14, by the way, because I've got my shield up.
He's got to be 14. Right, you are, no problem. So let's see. Escort crossbow. Oh shit, it's a crossbow. He needs to reload it. It takes a major action. Because he's the one that's fired at you already. So he is not going to shoot at you. He's going to reload and then try and get the hell away. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Right, so he gets to there. So this guy is going to try and shoot you instead. It's alright, they were both going to be fair.
Right.
The problem of frightening people is they do tend to take this kind of action. So he's going to do a rapid reload for 1, a pierce armor for 1.
I don't have any fucking armor.
He's mistaken your dress for armor then. So it gives him 3 points remaining, so he'll do an extra dice of damage as well.
Oh my god.
Oh no, he won't. He's going to disarm you.
Oh, really? Isn't
Yes,
it?
because if you're disarmed, you'll not be able to cast any magic either, because it's your magical. So he's going to disarm you instead, or he's going to try. So let's deal with the damage first.
Okay.
7 points of damage.
Okay, I'm not in a good way.
So he brings his crossbow up, thunk, straight through your arm. Ah! Right, give me a attack roll versus... give me a fighting roll against his attack roll. He needs to roll it again, so...
Would I just roll
8.
fighting, or can I roll my heavy blades with it?
Yeah, you can roll heavy blades with it. Right. You've managed to hold on to your blade for dear life, because you know not only would you be disarmed, but you would be able to cast spells with it to drop or anything. So you managed to hold on to it, but your arm is really, really aching.
I'm really not in a very good way. I'm down to 30 now at 32 health.
Right, you are. So you're in quite a bad way then, with another crossbow bolt sticking out of you. That's the enemy group 1 has attacked.
Celeste the porcupine.
So escort group 3, so that's this guy here who's firing at you from cover. He is going to shoot at probably the first person he can see, which is going to be Marie. He's going to shoot at you. Shoot at...
Do love being attacked by several escorts.
Yeah. So, where's the escort? So, Rowena, what's your defense?
Sorry, Brian, I was checking something else there. Yeah, my defense is 11.
Right, so you're shot with a crossbow bolt. Thunk.
As I repeatedly tell people, I have no battle skill. Really.
Yeah. 13 damage.
Oh, that's so much.
Yes.
His minor action is... He's not going to take a minor action, I don't think. So the other guy, he's got a shot across. He can see Agnes, so he's going to fire at Agnes.
Everyone just hide behind Agnes. She's got armor.
So Captain Agnes's defense is 11, and he's going to take a shot at her. Yeah. Where's the escort gone? There it is.
You should use a shield, Aggie.
Crossbow. 18, that's a hit. That's a hit for 9 damage, but she's got 8 points of armor on. So it's like you clang as it hits her in the armor. Doesn't actually get through, but the impact has caused a light bruise. Which she will no doubt shrug off completely. In fact, barely even notices she's been shot, frankly. So it's escort group 2, and they're trying to get these doors open. So these doors are now open, and they're heading in to get these other griffins. Okay, so that's escort group 2 done. Why the hell does this keep flashing white? My entire screen just keeps turning white.
Don't worry about it.
Marie, it's Rowena to go.
Right. Can I heal myself? That's the first question. I'm going to guess the answer is no.
Not non-magically, but you can magically heal yourself.
Right, okay. So, I guess it's going to be, I'm going to attempt to cast Puppets of Fate.
Oh shit, right, okay. Okay, go for it. These guys aren't mages either, so they're more likely to be susceptible to this.
Oh, you bastard!
Failed by 1.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so
And there's no such. Is there no such thing as aiming while you're casting a spell, though?
No.
No.
Should not do that. Oh.
No, usually I would. Because I'm stuck at the front, because I've sort of been shoved to the front with no Sandrina. I've got no defense, no battle skills.
Well, you were all given time to move yourselves around.
I would have usually have gone Hands of Fate, and then
Hands of Fate, and then Puppets of Fate, so that you had the extra chance.
But I need to be able to defend myself.
Okay, so you attempt to summon a Puppets of Fate, nothing happens. What are you going to do for your secondary action? I'm
going to try and step behind here. Sort of push in between these two here, Edward and Agnes, because, like I say, I can't defend myself.
I'll just move Agnes
hang on.
one to create the space, because her move's going to be a charge anyway.
Wait, hang on, Marie. This is a doorway here. You could back off outside the map and hide round the doorway, couldn't you?
Yeah, you can.
And then you would have full cover, or at least partial cover.
Well, as I noticed, 2 of the party badly injured, I'm starting with me healing touches.
Right, you are. Well, as soon as we get to you, which will be... I'm just going to check you. Oh, yeah, start of the round. Okay, so it's Duval to go next. So let's see what he's going to do.
Give up. Hopefully.
I very much doubt it. Okay, so Duval's going to turn and brace for action. So he is going to Take a defensive stance. Oh, I wish it wouldn't fucking do that. It disappears the control handle underneath the radial menu. There we go. So he's turned and braced ready, so his shield's up, his mace is ready, and he's yelling at Amblev to get to the griffins.
Get to the griffin.
It's Amblev next. One of Escort Group 2's holding a griffin for her, so she's going to make her minor action is going to be to move to the griffin. Her major action is going to be to get on the griffin. She does, however, appear to be behind the griffin.
She's getting away. There's no way we're catching up with her in time.
Sorry, it's doing two fucking annoying things at once, turning my screen white and then gluing my cursor to the...
Well,
So,
if I can...
Right, you are. So she's going to mount that griffin.
Would a age-old refresh fix your screen issue? Do you think?
I have no fucking idea. It not being a twat would probably help immensely. So Captain Agnes to go next. She's going to charge in and twat the living fuck out of this guy. In fact, he's already injured. She might go for the next one. Yeah, she's going to. She's going to.
She might, alternatively, she might run over and try and grab that bitch and pull her off the griffin.
Don't think she can make it that far in this round. So
Yeah, she won't have enough movement.
I can check, but she's an old lady, remember?
Yeah. Oh, well,
I don't have enough movement to get to her, so she won't.
Probably do. Fuck's sake. Amblev, Escort, Captain.
I was measuring up to get to this griffin because my plan was to jump on the griffin, maybe.
Right.
But I can only barely reach that griffin.
So she would have to get to there. That would take her minor action. Yeah, she could. If she
Oh, I mean, I was thinking just minor. Sorry, yeah.
if she uses both her actions, she can reach her, but that's all she can do. She's probably, knowing that you guys are a lot squishier than her, she's probably not going to do that. So I'm going to have her slash this guy on the way past and then get to here in an attempt to try and catch up with her. So she runs past him and just with a sword on the way past it, hoping to drop him in one go, but not concentrating on that because she's trying to catch the other. 13, I'm not 100% convinced that's a hit. No, it is. It is a hit, but just barely. So she's inflicted 7 points of damage to him on the way past. So this guy takes 7 more as she slashes him on. And Celeste to go next.
Okay. Now I can cast Jolt on Amblev.
Yes, you can. Can you see her from there?
No.
Not yet, but you
Yeah,
need to
I
move
can.
slightly, can you? Okay.
I can see her, yeah.
Oh,
like
yeah, you
right
can.
In my line of sight.
She is directly in your line of sight.
Would that stop her though, or should I risk?
I mean, if she fails a saving throw, it'll stop her.
Yeah.
If she
Okay.
passes her saving throw, it won't.
I am going to cast Jolt then.
Although
She
it
has to
actually
beat
only means
40.
she would lose her major action, doesn't it? Not her minor.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking with the minor.
The electricity.
Making a riding roll on mine.
Say that again, Lars.
I was going to say the shimmy a jolt bolt can't affect the griffin and make her fall off it.
That's what I was considering, risking jolting the griffin.
Alright, so
because
it's been like,
wouldn't
I
be
love
able
griffins, I
to
love
take-
griffins. I'm going to electrocute the griffin!
Don't want to, but it would
Take
stop
that,
it
you
taking
griffiny
its
little
major-
fucker.
It wouldn't be able to take off, would it?
Not if you gave it. Not if you took away its major action. No.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna jolt the griffin. I'm sorry, griffin.
Gonna
I'm
jolt
really
the griffin.
hard.
You monster! You monster! Right, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's chicken tonight, guys.
Oh, don't be mean.
So I'm going to need to pull the
yes.
griffin stats up now. You've decided
And I
to
got
brutally attack
stunned
them. What the fuck are the griffins?
Points
There we go.
as well.
You got
This is where the
stunt
poor
points as
griffin,
well.
instead of
Jesus.
taking off,
Mhm.
instead
Okay,
of taking off, it just falls to it. It just falls
It
to its
falls
death.
to its doom. So you launch an electrical attack against the griffin. It gets hit in the tail, and like a flash of electricity travels through it. It squawks and screeches in pain. Unable to understand why anyone would do such a horrific thing to it.
Stop it.
But don't feel bad or anything.
So it's got to make.
By the way, completely unrelated to anything, does anybody know if they've got the number to the RSPCA?
Oh, stop it. It's got to pass a willpower test. It's got to be 14 on a willpower.
Got to be 14 or more on a willpower test. Yeah.
Right, well, I'm going to use my stunt points to increase the spell power.
Okay.
Screw you.
So you increase the spell power in order to hurt the griffin some more.
Yes.
It's
I'm gonna
probably
use
as well, Jenny,
one.
because I'm going to guess her willpower would have been sky high.
Hers is quite high,
Yeah.
yeah. Griffin's not so much.
So that was 1 point to increase it, and I've got 3 left. Can I then also choose lasting spell? So if the spell has a duration beyond instantaneous, it remains in effect twice as long, with no extra magic point cost. So it
Yes.
doesn't cost next round either.
Yes, so you've jolted it for two. You've caused it so much agonizing pain with your electrical blast that it'll be unable to take a major action for 2 action rounds. Are you pleased with yourself?
So powerful.
I'm going to pray for forgiveness later. It'll be fine, right? And can I use a minor action? Because I forgot I bought this. I do have a healing potion, and I'm fucking nearly dead. So,
Right. Okay. So you want to use an activation for. So okay.
Yeah.
After torturing the griffin, you take the healing potion, wrench the cork out with your teeth, and swallow the entire potion. Go ahead and roll to see how many hit points you get
Right.
back, you animal abuser.
3d6 plus Constitution, so 12.
12? Okay.
Yes. Phew.
It's quite a lot of hit points. Just what that'll allow you to take another crossbow bolt to the face.
It was you. It was
At least
disguised
it's not
as,
to the
like,
knee.
something else.
Yes. So, next action is Baylor. What would you like to do? Is any griffins you would like to torture?
No,
Kick a
I'm
puppy,
going
anything
to
like that?
heal Rowena if I can.
You're going to heal Rowena. Yes, you can.
The healing touch.
Okay.
Right.
So you
Here
unleash a
goes.
healing touch on Rowena.
11.
11. That's a pass. So it's your intelligence of 3 plus the stunt dice result. So that's 4 health points she gets back.
Right.
Think I'm. Oh, sorry, no. I'm not doing a healing touch there. I'm doing a non-magical healing. Check what it says in the.
Yeah, I'm gonna get.
Oh, it's
Right,
D6 per magic point you spend, isn't it?
Yes.
Is it?
I'll put in 3d6.
Okay, so spend 3 magic points and roll 3d6, and that's how many hit points, health points Rowena regains.
Right. 2. Yeah. There you go.
Thank
Okay,
you.
that's 11 health points back. So that's your major action. What's your minor action going to be?
Get into cover, hard cover.
Okay, you get round the corner of the doorway into the corridor
Yeah.
as well. It is now Edward, you to go. What would you like to do?
So that would that technically allow me to mount it?
No, that would be one move to get you to there, and you couldn't make the move that you currently have drawn on because that's across 2 obstacles. So you have to go round obstacles, obviously.
What about that?
That'll get you there.
And then Then could I use a major action to mount the thing?
If you have a major action left after that, what's your movement? What's your speed?
17.
Your speed is 17. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, in that case, yes, you can.
But I do want to ask, would people be okay with me doing that, or should we weed out the enemies a bit more? Because obviously,
Well,
if I just leave you guys...
You could try and use the griffin to attack them rather than fly.
That's what I was
off.
thinking. That's what I... No, I wasn't going to do that.
Yes, you were.
Bye, guys.
I'm
mean,
just
if you're
gonna
okay
fly
with
back
it,
to
you're
the
okay
Elven
with
Kingdom and tell the Queen I've got a fucking griffin now.
Yeah.
Well, if everyone's okay with it, I will move... Oh, fuck me, that's a lot of griffins.
That is a lot of griffins, isn't it?
Yeah. And then I'll mount the boy.
Okay,
Now
you
what?
mount said griffin.
Might be
That's your
good.
actions done. So escort group
Do you
1.
want the... Do you want the riding test now, or when I try and murder someone with it?
When you try and make it do anything. Actually, you can give us a riding test now, just in case the griffin goes on who the fuck do you think you are and throws you off. So you only need to beat 7 for this. So there you go.
Oh,
You're mounted on the
I
griffin.
don't think I can fail that.
Did
No, I
you take
can't.
sugar cubes to
Possibly
feed it?
not. Okay, so group 1, this guy that's injured is retreating and reloading. So he's going to get to here and reload his crossbow. This guy that retreated and reloaded last round, the one that you've been exchanging fire with since the beginning, is going to do what he did at the very start. He's going to shoot Edward. He's going to shoot at Edward. I mean, whether he hits is another
And
matter.
he's gonna miss me and hit Ambiev.
Amblev.
Amblev. I keep saying her name. Amblev. I'm getting closer.
He gets true. He gets +1 to hit because you're facing the wrong way. He shot you in the back. Poof, thunk. Ow, you
Ow.
fucker. Elf Kebab coming up for 11 points of damage.
Ouch.
Okay, so that's escort group 1 have gone. So it's escort group 3 to act now. So the enemy's swarming inside here now. So escort group 3.
Where's all the good guys?
This
in
one's
here?
going to turn. Well, they were thrown back the last time. Remember, the guy came to say with the enemies taking the.
Oh, did they all
So
get
this
knocked
one's
out?
going
Oh
to
god,
turn
useless.
and shoot you in the back. Oh, he's going to try. Oh, wait a minute! Didn't he fire last round? He's going to charge you then instead. Charge! I'll be £2.50, please, sir.
Oh, that has to be the weakest joke I've ever heard in existence.
All right. Oh, critical hit. Look at that. So that's 20 stunt, 20, and he's got 6 stunt points. So with his stunt points, he is going to knock you prone, so you're off the griffin again. He's going to skirmish you. I might skirmish you forward, see if I can knock you all the way out of the tower. Don't think I can skirmish you far enough for that. So let's just see how much a knock prone is going to cost me. So skirmish is a 1, knock prone is 2. So he's got 4 points left. He can move you to. Oh, he can move you up to 8 meters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh dear.
Oh,
Right, so he runs up behind you and slashes you across the back. It's jumping onto the back of the griffin to do it. He forces you forwards with the force of the blow. You go tumbling off the griffin. Ah! Thunk. Boom, 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 boom. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so you're. Can I get a dexterity acrobatics test for Edward, please?
16.
So you're clinging. You've gone straight off the edge of the Eyrie, right? Straight out the thing. Ah! You twist and you grab. You're hanging on desperately with your fingernails. Looking down was a bad idea because you realise you are like 9 stories up here. Actually, you're further up because it's 9 stories of tower and then it's cliff. Right. Had you failed to hold on, you'd have just gone over and died. You'd have just splat.
Oh my god.
So this guy's now actually on the griffin. Oh, fuck's sake, will you stop doing that? Right. And let's just see how much damage he did you with the sword attack. Oh shit, that's a crossbow. Ignore that, ignore that. It's not going to be that bad. 9 points of damage.
Slightly better.
Slightly better. So that's 9 points of damage to you. That's
Okay.
Escort Group 3 from him, and then that's this Escort Group 3 member over here. He's going to look for somebody to shoot, and he's going to try and stop...
Will you fuck off? Shoot someone else.
He's going to try and
Awesome.
stop Agnes
It was
from getting
me.
past.
I saw the red laser and I was like, you better not.
It was me seeing if I could get to you, and I can't
Sorry, not
really.
Amlev.
with-
Captain Agnes is going to shoot at. Twang! Thunk! He's hit Captain Agnes in the back. 7 points of damage. She doesn't even know she's been shot. Just clang! Nothing else has happened
Yes,
at all.
Cody.
like,
Yes,
shit.
Cody. Yes, Cody. We want some armor too. We'll get you a nice breastplate so they can't shoot you.
And then he is gonna have
Could
to
you imagine a toad in
withdraw,
like,
so
plate
he's
armor?
gonna pull back to here. Escort Group 2 to go. So Escort Group 2. This guy, oh, he could cut your fingers off so you fall to your death, couldn't he?
Oh my god.
But I think he's more likely going to charge Captain Agnes. So he comes rushing forwards, draws his scimitar, swings at Captain Agnes, which
Oh, shit.
seems to me to be possibly a rather suicidal move, but I don't think he knows quite how bad it's going to be. So he swings at Captain Agnes, needs 11 to beat it, so his hitter, clang, just deflects off her armour. He kind of looks, you can see the point at which he realises he's made a bad life choice. And he's like, oh shit, this old woman's like a fucking tank. Marie, it's Rowena to go. What would you like to do?
His nails, like,
Oh,
fucking hell.
Hands of fate, or puppets of fate. Hands of fate, or puppets of fate.
And
Which
it's
is
fair.
easiest to cast?
Oh, that's a good point, actually.
Actually,
I'm gonna
it might
say-
not be the best choice that way. I don't know. It's up to you.
Whichever one's likely to save Edward from falling to his death, I suppose.
I'll be fine.
Hands of fate would let me add to people's rolls, so I'm gonna try hands of fate.
Okay, go for it. You bend the
Oh,
fates to your will this time. You have 3 points in the
Fuck you,
hands.
dice roller. Fuck you. I cannot believe you only gave me fucking 7. You fucking shitty little bastard. Then I'm
That's
done.
the face told.
Am I looking at the wrong thing? Because you've got 12 here.
Yeah, you got
Yes.
12.
I rolled 7
Oh, I see.
and
Yeah,
get
yeah, yeah,
5
yeah.
in bonuses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Yeah,
So-
okay. Okay, so that puts, let me just see now, 3 points in your hands of fate.
A whole 3.
Whole
Woohoo.
3, so you bend the fates to your will slightly. That's your major action. What's your minor action going to be?
My
To swear.
yeah. I can heal as a minor action. Is anybody near me injured?
I am still pretty injured.
Right. In that case, I'm going to heal.
Yay.
I'm going to heal Celeste.
Thank you.
More like it. Yep, I've passed Brian.
Sorry, I got distracted singing along with the music.
God.
So you get 3, 4, 5 points back on your healing.
Yay. Thank you very much.
Okay, so Duval Amblev's Guardian to go next. So his first action is going to be to well, Amblev's in a bit of trouble unless she can get out. So he's going to intercept. Yeah, he's going to intercept Agnes for the time being to buy his mistress some time. So he comes running in. This is a charge, so it's +1 to hit. She's outnumbered, so it's +2 to hit. So he scores 20 with 3 stunt points. For the stunt points, he is going to use Threaten, which means she has to attack him next round. And he's also going to skirmish her back too. But not before he's wanged her with a mace for 5 points of damage. Clang! Again. Other than the fact that she's staggering backwards under the impact of it, it's done nothing at all. She's not even going to bruise from that.
I love her. I think she's amazing.
Like, you didn't think that in episode 1 when you're all yelling at each other.
Yeah, well.
What has she got? Armour of God.
Sorry?
Armour of God has she got?
Plate armor. It's not even the toughest available plate. She's only wearing light plate. Heavy plate's a 10-point armor. Okay, so
Jesus.
Amblev is going to get off the fucking griffin that's screaming in pain, and run over to. Let's see just how much Amblev has.
Save me, Amblev.
12
Save me.
This.
Yeah, right.
Remember the moment we had in the corridor?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay,
You
so
could roll
she's going to
destruction
run
if you had
over there. Captain Agnes, she technically would get a chance to make a saving throw against this threaten, but she doesn't like people who threaten her, so she charges Duval. I've just opened Duval. She's going to need 14 to hit him. So, come on, Cap. Let's see. Oh, shit.
Oh,
Right, so she comes
shit.
running in and woof, wham with the sword onto one of his pauldrons. You can see him sag under the blow, grits his teeth a little bit. But his own armor is quite potent as well, so that's also taken a lot off that.
Does he also have plate?
No, he's got mail with some plate at the joints, but it's mostly mail armor he's wearing. Okay, so that's Agnes has gone, so it is Celeste. What would you like to do?
Right. Well, I'm not fast enough to get to Edward to do anything. I can get to him, but I won't be able to help him. So I'm gonna go.
You can get to him, and then
accident.
I'll let you wave at him as he falls to his doom as a free action, if you like.
I've accidentally drawn on the thing. How do I undo it?
That's okay. I'll do that.
There is an enemy on top of a griffin. Just
Yes,
make you
I
aware
know.
of that.
I know, but I'm gonna move over here to see what the situation is, because I want to see where Amblev is fucked off to. And she's up there, isn't she? Trying to get on another fucking griffin.
Yep.
It's where she has to like shock all the griffins.
No, I don't want to. Well, I'm more interested in stopping Amblev from escaping than this guy. So I guess I'm going to shock this other griffin over here.
Oh my god, there's no stopping you. The fuck are you like? Vegetarian as well.
They can take it. They'll be fine.
Oh, is that how you justify your animal abuse? Is it?
Well,
He can take it.
Oh my god.
wasn't allowed to join Gryffindor.
Okay, so you shock the other griffin as well because you're a monster. Clearly. The griffin's going to need a saving throw of
Willpower.
willpower. Right, 14 to
It'll
beat, I
have to be
believe. Oh,
14,
fuck's
yeah,
sake.
so
So you've shocked this griffin as well, because you're a horrible, horrible person, obviously.
I've got 4 stunt points as well.
Oh, you didn't. Okay, what are you going to do with your 4 stunt points to further this poor animal's torment?
I could use last on the spell again. I'm thinking about it. Hang on. Oh, it's his fast casting.
Yeah, are there any other animals in the area that you're feeling on in enough pain?
Oh, look, there's a bunny rabbit.
If I use fast casting, can I cast a spell on Amblev?
Yes.
Okay. I will try and let's see. I will try and jolt her as well then, because fuck her.
Okay, go ahead.
So hang on, I'm just because that doesn't cost me anything. Right, let's see. I don't know whether this will work. sake, man. Right. Turning into you.
You need
my
to hone your swearing quite a lot to come up to my Olympic swearing standards. Although having said that, from what I gather, the bus that Mark was on this morning probably has me beat.
I know, it's amazing.
For
Right,
those
well, I'll have to-
for those of you who don't know, who haven't seen the story, Mark was on the 78 today, which is the Country Ranger, is what it's called. So the little voice that tells you what the bus is when you get on it, something went wrong and it got truncated. So as Mark got on it, just went, "This is the cunt."
amazing, isn't it?
It really is. Okay, so you have jolted. Did you say you? Oh, you haven't cast it yet.
I have.
You have cast it.
Yeah, I used my 4 stunt points to cast another spell
Right.
to hit Amblev
So
with
you've
Jolt as well.
Jolted
and I passed
Amblev as well. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So she takes 2 points of penetrating damage. So -2 on. So far, the only person in the room who hasn't done you any harm, except for the animals. But I mean, so far you've only targeted people who haven't hurt you and animals. So people who aren't fighting back and defenseless animals are your favoured foes, are they? That's.
I'm sorry, Griffin.
I'm gonna get so much joy out of winding you up about this for months to
He's
come.
so mean. I wanted to cuddle them as well, but instead I left them.
I think that's a ship that might have fucking sailed by now. 14, she shrugged it off. So you zap her,
right,
but she just shrugs it off. Like, fuck you.
Right.
As you hit her, she's like, "I'm harder to stun than a mere animal." Vicious kill. So it's Baylor to go. What would you like to do?
Right. I'm picking my head round the corner to see what the situation is like now.
You can't see Amblev, you can't see Edward.
It's not chicken.
There's a screaming griffin. You can hear another griffin somewhere else screaming in pain. One of the escorts is mounted on the back of a griffin over here. Captain Agnes is fighting off 2 guys. The enemy are in slight disarray. That's basically what you can see.
I don't think I'm in range of Amblev on her griffin, am I?
She's not on the griffin anymore. Oh, she's
well.
over there, yeah. I can't actually see where you've got to again.
I'm in the corridor.
Right, in that case, no, you'll not be able to see her.
Right. Who can I see, enemy-wise?
Well, I'll just use the closest character to you in their line of sight. Enemy-wise, you can see escort number 3, who's in cover. You can see another escort from group 3 who's on this griffin. Or you can see the 2 escorts that are, or the 2 guys that are fighting Captain Agnes.
Right. I don't think the offensive magic can reach the escort on the griffin. Icy grip, range.
It's 19 meters away. That's from the door, so it's going to be 20 meters for you.
I can't see the bloody range.
For icy grip. Let me just pull that up. So that would be
20 yards.
20 yards, so 20 meters, we'll say. So yeah, just in range.
In that case, icy grip on the
Go for it.
escort on the griffin.
Yeah, go for it.
Probably miss and fail horribly,
we'll see.
but there you go.
Okay, so 13. You begin to pull the cold air towards you, and then fire it out as this sort of vaguely hand-shaped icy thing forms around the target. Let me just pull the spell up for this.
Target will take 1d6 penetrating damage from the cold, and each additional round at the start of my turn, the target must make a Constitution stamina test versus my spell power.
Right.
If I'm successful, or if he's successful, the spell ends. If he fails the test, then he'll take another
D6 damage. That's right. Okay, so go ahead and roll the 1d6 damage that he's going to take this round.
Lars, do you have the Magic Arcana focus?
The Cold Arcana.
Just because it's not adding that on, if he does.
He won't have yet. He might. No, I'll check later.
No, he does. Because he changed, it was the cold one, he increased to expert.
Take a look in a minute.
Cross magic 2.
So roll the damage. Yeah, so it should be adding 2 to those spells. Then I'll take a look at why it didn't after the game. We'll just add it manually now that we know. Okay, so you can see him starting to freeze, starting to shiver. You can see he's looking cold as frost forming in his hair. That's Baylor's major action. Does he have a minor action?
Hold on. I'm just taking me magic points down. Hold on. How many magic is that? Yeah, right. Okay. Minor actions.
Yeah.
I'm going to slowly sneak into better, so I can have a better view of the area.
Okay, move yourself to where you want to be moved. And meanwhile, it is Edward due to go.
I will climb to safety.
Give me a strength climb test, please.
Can I do an athletics?
Nope.
Damn it.
Afraid not. Oh, 17, you've
matter?
made it.
Oh, nice.
You've made it, so you clamber
that...
back up onto the tower. So I'm going to move you in slightly to show you that you're safe now.
And I'm hoping that was a minor action.
That would have been, I don't know. Yes, it will be, because you hadn't actually very far to climb. You were dangling by your fingertips. So yeah, that's a minor action.
Well, I want to enact revenge on this buffoon.
Okay.
Frankly.
Yeah.
Can I just point out the elf pulled himself up and went, "Sup, bitches, you're dead."
But in Elven, classic.
Yeah, classically. Yes, obviously.
Classy way. I'm gonna shoot him.
With.
A bow.
So that'll be an action to ready your bow then.
A crossbow then.
That'll be an action to ready your crossbow then.
Wow. Fine, then I guess I'll ready my bow and just stand here waiting to be pushed over again.
Okay. I mean, you could move somewhere where that could be less likely, but I will allow you just to stand in the open, like with this on-Russian griffin just knocking a bow gun. What could possibly go wrong?
I mean, you could like stand there. So
Oh, just like if I moved, would I be able to ready the bow at the same time?
No.
Fine, I'll
So
important
it's Escort Group 1. Let's have a look now. How many of Escort Group 1 are left? This guy's going to reload. And actually, is he? No, he's not. He's just going to charge Celeste.
Okay.
So he's going to charge in and attack you. So this is Escort. Light sword. 13.
He misses because I've got my shield.
Right. It's a clang, a ringing sound of metal on metal as you bring your shield up and deflect his clumsy attack. As there's a sort of electrical clanging sound as the blow strikes the magical shield that's formed around you. So other members of Escort Group 1 would be this guy over here, who's still in a very, very bad way. So his action is going to be to get the door open on this Griffinary. This Griffin...
You should really kill him.
So next up would be Escort Group 3. So it's this guy on the Griffin. So he's going to make a piloting roll. I nearly said driving. That's still wrong. I'll get there eventually.
When does he take? When does he take his frosty thing?
Your round.
My round,
Oh,
right.
your round, yeah. So it will be a dexterity riding check he needs. 11 or better to get the griffin to attack Edward. Oh, look, he has.
Oh dear.
So he's going to,
Fuck's sake.
having failed miserably to just like chuck you over the side, he's now controlling the griffin and getting the griffin to attack you. This is pretty bad news because griffins are hard as fuck. So,
You're telling me that this griffin is willingly attacking me even after I rode it for all of 5 seconds? Is there no loyalty in this world?
Well, all it knows is like something landed on his back and then
I got
catapulted
nothing.
over his front.
I'm just sitting here trying really, really hard not to laugh.
So griffins, Fury of Claws attack. A griffin may make a claw attack as a minor action.
Of course.
So a claw for a minor action. It's had to move though, hasn't it? So it really wouldn't matter. I should have just bitten you, but it's too late now. So I've hit you for half the damage I would have done if I'd bitten you. 8 points of damage.
Oh, that's okay.
So it kind of, as the guy convinces the griffin to come at you, it sort of scurries forward, rears up and slashes with its claws, raking across the front of you. Schlites. That's the first member of Group 3. This guy is going to run over to his fallen comrade and try and heal him. So he's going to make a standard healing test. So excuse escort. So it's intelligence, and he needs to get 11 or better. 14. So he's healed 7 points of this guy's injuries. Okay, so that's his action for the round. That's Escort Group 3 finished. Escort Group 2. So there's one here who's attacking Captain Agnes for all the good it's doing him. He is going to make another attack because he's glutton for punishment. So that's a hit. Clang. So he's just raining blows down on this woman and it's doing fucking nothing. Right, these guys over here have managed to get, well, he's got this griffin out. And he's going to turn and try and kill somebody. He's going to shoot the annoying cleric. I notice you're hiding in the desk area, so you've got cover there,
Yes.
Jenny. So he's going to shoot you, but you get your defense is 1 higher than it otherwise would have been.
Okay.
I assume he's talking to Penny there, but he might be talking to this guy that's about to shoot you. Oh, look.
Oh shit.
Thunk.
No, I'm
Sorry.
talking to the dog.
Right.
Sorry.
Okay.
Who's trying to dig the sofa for some strange reason.
Ah, right, okay. So he's going to do a rapid reload for 1. He's going to do a defensive stance for another 2. So that's 3 points, and he's going to do an extra dice of damage as well.
Okay.
So that's 12 base damage plus 1. 13.
Okay.
And he's reloaded. This guy's got this griffin out here, so he is now going to mount up.
Autobots, mount up.
Yes. And Marie, it's you to go. What would you like to do?
I'm going to try for Puppets of Fate. Actually,
Mhm.
No, I can't see any of them, so I'm going to do Puppets of Fate.
Can do puppets? Okie dokie, go for it. Okay, so once again you bend fate to your will. You've got 2 points in the Puppets of Fate pool. Nice one. That's your
Hold
main.
on, I've got 2 stunts as well, so
Oh, so you have, yes, 2 stunt points.
right. I'm going to increase my spell power
Shit.
by 2
right. Okay.
because, yeah, to make it much harder for them to.
So
I mean, I'm already.
17.
Yeah,
Spell power of 17 they'll need to save against you next time. Okay, nice one. That's your major action. Do you have a minor action you would like to carry out?
I can't actually see where. Sorry, I'm not actually moving. I was looking. No, Celeste's too far away. I'd have healed her.
Yeah.
But I have to sort of. I can't be out in the open, really.
Yeah. It's quite a tough fight, this one. You can't really risk being too exposed.
Or you get clawed by a griffin.
Think yourself lucky he didn't just pick you up, fly out for about half a mile and then drop you.
Right.
The good thing about ourselves is we actually can fly.
Bounce.
Even the game master didn't know that.
Yeah, right.
We're like cats, we always land on our faces. Cats land on our feet. Alright, I knew we were doing something wrong.
Oh man.
Okay, so it is Duval that going next. He will. Yeah, I'm gonna probably try and make a stunt attack at this point. I think. So he's gonna twat her with a mace, but he's really trying to skirmish her. So
He's just giving up trying to kill her.
yeah, he can't get through that armor, so he's going to try and skirmish her. And he has gained, he succeeded. He's gained 2 stunt points as well, so he's got a total of 4, 2 of which need to be used to skirmish her. So he's just going to use the whole lot, so he can move her. 4 stunt points would be 8 meters. So he rushes forward and hits her quite hard. She goes skidding backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 meters and then winds up on the ground. So he hits her, thunk, knocks her off her feet, and just slides across the ground till she hits that that thing, that wall. I think is the term I was looking for. That was his major action. So his minor action is going to be to advance on Celeste. Ready? Oh, wrong guy. Ready for Stephen. I head in with his mace next round. So Amblev to go. She is going to get on. Has that?
It's been shocked. So.
It's been shocked. This right. Okay. So she's going to mount the thing anyway. To front. There we go. So she's ready to escape on that one as soon as it can go again. Okay, Agnes is going to have to pick herself up and dust herself off. So she's going to stand up with the first action. She still gets about half of her movement. So she is going to charge Duval with a second action. So she's going to charge him. So Captain Agnes +1 on this attack for a charge. 6 stunt points. Shit. Right. So 14. I'm pretty sure that hits Duval. Let's just check. 14. It does. Just, but it does. So 16 stunt points. Her preferred stunts are disarm, skirmish, and knock prone. So she hits him with such force that he might. Actually, I'm going to bother to disarm him at this point, or just skirmish him. Yeah, she's going to skirmish him back.
Okay.
There for 2 points. She's going to knock him prone. That takes up 4 points. So that's him. She skirmishes him back and into the fountain. So there's like a thunderous splash as he collapses into the fountain. Flailing about, thrashing the water as he's like, and that gives her 2 stunt points left, I think. So with the additional 2 stunt points, she is going to do a mighty blow for an extra dice of damage.
Nice.
So let's find out what her damage was, shall we? So base damage of 2d6. So she did 9 plus. That's 11 damage. So that's 5 gets caught by his armor. So that's 6 gets through. So he's thrashing about in the fountain, which is rapidly turning red as his blood spreads from this shoulder wound that she's done as she smashed him into the fountain. Celeste, it's Hugh to go, and this means that the two animals are no longer stunned.
Well, this one, it was going to be stunned for us for 2 rounds.
It was, but you stunned it before the other one, so 2 rounds would still be now.
That's true, yeah.
That being how numbers work, but
I couldn't remember which round.
I know.
Right.
Just being mean because I'm not allowed to be mean to.
Right.
Not allowed to be mean to Ben for a while. So.
He says after trying to throw me off a mountain.
Well,
And I mean, he won't be mean to me because I can cook his food and I can help by all of them.
That's very true, yeah.
and Louise isn't here, so that you're up, I'm afraid, Jenny. Sorry.
Well, I'll be mean back to you. Right, anyway. Right, Celeste is going to attack this fucker with her sword.
Okay, go for it.
Well, that wasn't the best roll.
So you rush in with a flurry of blows, and he just keeps parrying. Manages to
Wait. How short are you for a hit?
I think it's 1. Do you want me to just check that for you?
Yes, if you could, please.
Was she not able to charge?
Well, no, she wouldn't have been. He's too close. He's already in hand to hand. 1.
Oh,
You would
I
need
can't
to,
see, so I was.
You would need to
Right.
spend 1 on your.
So that's me. You only got 2 hands of fate left then. So there you go, Jenny. You twatted him.
So clang, he parries, so you finally get an open, and then smack, you hit him in the side. Roll the damage.
Remember, you've got 2 stunt points as well.
I do. Okay, 9 damage. Oh, and I get plus. Oh no, because Baylor's spell didn't work.
It failed.
Right. Let's see. No, it's not a spell stunts. Let's see. I'll
No,
try
double
to
team sounds pretty good.
Well, there's. I'm trying to decide whether to knock prone or. I'll try and disarm him.
Okay, you're going to try and disarm him. So if I remember disarm rightly, you're both making a fighting test to see who.
Opposed attack roll.
Yeah.
I'll give it a go.
Your opponent was making a opposed attack roll, yeah, okay?
Oh my god.
He's not beating that.
Shit, I don't
I
think
just rolled a 22.
Don't think he can possibly beat that, but we'll try. Fuck.
Ooh, that was close.
So, if he'd rolled 1 more, he would have been able to, but no.
Jeez.
So, as he's staggering back from the wound, you lunge again, he tries to parry and knock the blade out of his hand. It goes...
1d6 plus strength, which is 1.
Yep.
So I'll roll that. 3.
3, okay. So just put a little marker on where you want it to land. Just ping the square, actually.
Over here, maybe Baylor can grab it.
Shit,
What am I going to do with the sword?
You can kick it away so he can't get it.
There you go.
Well, I can pick it up and drag it away.
Yeah.
There's his sword landed over there, out of his grip. So you knock it out of his hand, it rolls and clatters across the ground, landing there. That's Celeste done. It's Baylor to go next. What would you like to do?
Right, as a minor action, I'll go over and pick up that sword.
Right, you are.
As a major action, I shall do. Hold on, I'm going to check if I got the points for it. Another icy grip on This guy.
Uh,
Esco Group 1, Nexus Celeste.
right, yes. Alright. Icy grip on him. Right, you are.
Yeah.
Oh, also, we need to see what happens to this other guy, don't we, that you've already casted on.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I'll roll to see if he. What's your spell power?
Our spell power is
For icy grip. In fact, just roll the icy grip you're casting now. It'll automatically tell me. So spell power is 15. Okay, so let's see if he. Or was it a Constitution check against? I think it was.
I don't think he can. Oh, nice fail.
So we just need to check which it is. Is it a Constitution or a willpower test? I think it's Constitution.
Constitution.
Well, he's failed either way.
Right, it spoke over Lars, so I didn't get to hear the answer to the question.
Constitution Stamina.
Constitution stamina. So the first guy has managed to shrug it off. But go ahead and roll the
Wait,
damage for
wait,
the second.
wait.
Ah, shit. Right, okay. Okay, well, since I've already rolled willpower, I'll keep that one if you're going to burn a thingy point. He's failed that test.
Yep.
So he's going to need to re-roll his standard.
How
saving.
did he pass, Brian? He rolled a 14.
Yeah. The
And
target
the spell
number
power
was
was 15.
Oh shit! No, you're right, Marie. You haven't spent that. You haven't spent that point. Good catch,
Cool.
Ben. Yes, it failed. So, so Lars, go ahead and roll the damage for the guy that you'd already hit the previous time.
Right, he takes another D6 then, which will be 5 points.
That's
Kill him.
-5 on there. Now roll the damage for the guy that you've just hit this time.
Right, okay, the guy who I just hit, he will take... Oh man, stop rolling them. Cloud of blah blah blah. Right, okay. There
I
you
did
go.
9.
6, right?
Right, and you've got 4 stunt points to use, Lars.
Is he?
Have I?
Indeed.
Shit.
Oh, right, yes. And in that case, I'll have to dig out the magic points stunts.
Okay, so
4 points.
so that would give you quite a wide choice, actually.
Split spell, imposing spell, fast casting, lasting, mighty spell.
Mighty spell, yeah.
Yeah.
Extra dice of damage then. Or is it extra
Yep.
2 for mighty? It might be. Doesn't matter, you've only got 1 hit point left. So, as the icy grip tightens upon him, it smothers the life from his frozen body, collapses. Well, he doesn't collapse, actually, he's just frozen in place. Frozen solid.
Ha.
Or if somebody was to like knock into him, he'll shatter.
Yeah.
We will indeed. So that's
Break off his finger and use it like a popsicle.
so that's Baylor's brought the first of the enemy down. It's Edward to go next. What would you like to do?
So this will help me make my decision.
Yes.
What would be the role to hijack the griffin from that guy? If that's possible at all.
It's possible. You'd need to make an attack to get him off the griffin. So a stunt attack, like a skirmish or a knockback. Sorry, a skirmish or a knockdown.
That would be quite easy with the weapon I was using. But would the griffin continue to attack me?
No.
It wouldn't. Oh.
No.
No, without somebody making it attack you, it won't attack you.
Because I don't know if it would like just continue to follow its last command.
No. It
But
won't.
if it won't, then yeah, I'll do that. Because the other one the other option would be to jump on the other one, but then obviously he would attack me. So Okay, so yeah, I'll do that. So load the bow with the minor, and then with the major, make a stunt attack to
knock them off the.
Would it be better to skirmish him? Yeah, skirmish him, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, go for it. Okay, that's a success. So you you bring the bow at him. You whistle to get his attention as he looks. You fire, and as he leans backwards to try and get away from the incoming arrow, he rolls off the back of the griffin. Dum, 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 dum. He comes back up on his feet, but he's like, shit. He's realised that this was a ploy to get him off the back of the griffin in the first place. That was your major action. What would you like to do with your minor action?
My minor action was to ready the bow, like to reload it.
Quite right.
Yeah.
So it's Escort Group 1. Not sure there's any of them. Oh, no, there is. There's this guy that was nearly killed at the start. So he is going to... well, he'd be reloaded by now, won't he? So he will shoot... he knows he can't get these crossbow bolts through Captain Agnes, so he's going to shoot Celeste. Pretty sure he can finish her.
Yep.
So that's escorts. He's going to fire the crossbow, and you're in cover, so your defense goes up by 1. That's 15. Does that hit?
With my shield and the cover, my defense is 15, so...
It does. It just hits.
Yeah. No, it doesn't.
Oh, shite. No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, it mightn't, so let's make a willpower test to see if he has to re-roll. He does have to re-roll.
Oh, fuck me.
So let's re-roll that attack then. And 14, he's missed now. Yeah.
Yes.
So as fate intervenes, he twang and just misses completely.
Brilliant.
And now he's unloaded as well. So that's that group 1's down, so it's group 3 to go. Group 3 includes the guy you just shot off the griffin.
He's going to get back on the griffin, isn't he?
I'm thinking about it. Probably yes.
At least get him to go back. At least get him to go on the other griffin.
Nope, he's going to get on this griffin to deny you the use of it. So his minor action is to move over there. His major action is to mount the griffin again. So group 2. So this one that's now riding the griffin. Let me just bring up the carry tokens menu, carry below, and click the griffin. Then I'll move him. Oh, it'll be the griffin's speed now, won't it? Well, actually, he doesn't want to leave till he's sure he's got an escape route for his mistress. So he's going to have the griffin attack Captain Agnes. So they sweep it. Oh shit! I just moved the griffin instead of the rider, so that's broken the carry token thing I'd set up. Never mind. He sweeps in on the griffin. I'm going to make a riding roll for him, see if he can convince the griffin to attack. Yes, he can. So the griffin's going to sweep in and attack Agnes.
Can I just stop you, Brian? I want to talk to the party. I have 1 Hands of Fate left. So do you want me to hold it for something?
If it's Hands of Fate, you can't use it on the enemy.
Sorry, puppets. I have 1 left of Puppets of Fate. Right?
Hold it.
I think
my
she'll be
idea was
fine.
I was going to hold it to fuck up any of Amblev's plans. I think we can probably heal Agnes. If it even does any damage.
Oh, it's done a damage. It pecks forward and its beak
hell.
crushes part of the armour on our pauldron. You hear a yelp in pain for the first time ever. So that's 8 off there, and that still gets 8 through.
She'll be okay.
Oh, she'll be okay. She's just taken 8 points of her 66 points of damage. She's going to be fine. Okay, so escort group 2. So this guy is now going to... he's just going to run blocking. So he's going to come down here and reload his crossbow. Marie, you to go. What would you like to do next?
I'm having a look to see. I'm going to step out from my cover.
Yep.
So that's my minor action.
Yep.
And then I'm going to try and arcane blast the guy on the griffin.
Right, go for it.
I'm just getting to the right place in my character sheet, sorry.
Okay, so that's a miss. So you blast an arcane blast in his general direction. He sees it coming and ducks, arcs across the top of his, where his head used to be before he ducked. That's your major action. What's your minor action going to be?
I think I'm going to move up to where Baylor is.
Okay, go ahead and move. Okay, so the guy that Agnes has just knocked into the water is going to flounder around in a bit and then crawl out the other side, sopping wet. And he's going to turn and try and make it for this griffin over here. She needs to get out of Amblev's way, otherwise... well, she can probably fly over the top of it if she comes out. Okay, so Amblev to go. She is going to... well, the first thing I'm going to do is do a carry token on this token, and I'm going to move her... well, I see the carry token didn't work. Does that mean that the what's names are down again, I wonder? Let me just have a quick look. No, they seem to be working, so I must have just missed when I clicked it. Okay, so she's she rides the griffin out. It's starting to take to the air. Let me just quickly make a riding roll for her.
You think?
I'm hoping. Oh shit!
Oh dear!
Oh, fuck's sake, man. Okay.
I didn't have to do anything.
Oh wait a minute! No, the target number was only 7 because it's. Oh no, because he's still in the way. It would have been 9, just missed by 1. Okay, so the griffin's still on the ground. It's trying to jostle its way between these other 2 griffins rather than just flying over them, because it wasn't sure it had the clearance. So she's not getting away this round, and that's her goal. So it is the captain to go, and she suddenly realizes that while she's been wasting time trying to fight them off, Amblev may be getting away, so she's going to not worry too much about that, and she's going to try and kill this fucker that got the griffin to attack it. So, Captain Agnes, that's a hit with 4 points of stunts. She wants to finish him quickly, so she's going to do a lethal blow for an extra 2d6 damage. So I'm just going to roll these twice and then take 2 off. That's 14 damage she's done to this guy on the griffin. So that would be 11 gets through. So she slashes deeply into his thigh. There's lots of blood and a bit of screaming as she skewers him through the leg. That's her major action. That's distracted him.
Through the femoral artery?
Sorry?
Through the femoral artery?
Nah, she didn't get a good enough hit for that.
Ah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, you are. And then she's going to run over this way, having distracted him. Celeste, you to go. What would you like to do?
The griffin that Amblev's on hasn't taken off yet.
Not yet.
Is it a major action for it to do that?
No.
Fuck. Well, I can't do anything to stop it then.
The only thing you could, there's two things you could do. The first one is they have to force them through a riding roll to go over a human or hurt a human.
Mhm.
So you could wade into the battle there, although I see that you're quite low in hit points. Or you could dash back to me and Lars, get healed.
I'm also low on magic.
If
I've
you're
got-
looking for someone to jolt and you're in range,
It was because I
I've
was trying
got
to stop Amblev, to be honest.
I've
but
got
if
the
not,
torque
then-
as well.
Mhm.
I've got the torque, you can have the torque. It's got 20 points in it.
Okay.
So you can either wait till my turn, hold till my turn when I can bring it over to you.
Right. Well, what it is I can't do anything to stop Amblev.
just jolt the
so
bird again, the griffin again.
it won't make any difference.
Yeah. I do have a suggestion, but this is quite a bold one. The guy on the griffin closest to you is in a bad way. You could nick the griffin.
Mm.
That could be your fucking griffin now.
I don't know if I could do that.
Or kick him off the griffin and mount it.
Can I try and get him off the griffin? Is it possible?
Yeah, you can make a stunned attack and skirmish him off.
I've got 2 hands of fate points I can put in to help you if you need them.
Okay, I'll give it a go. What do I need to roll?
You would make a normal attack, but you would sacrifice the damage to generate 2 stun points instead, and they would be used to skirmish him off the griffin, or to cause a knockdown,
Oh my
which would also cause
God.
him to fail. Of
Right.
course, you could miss.
How badly she missed?
Right, you gain +1 because you're behind him, so that's a 10. He's outnumbered because this round he was attacked by Captain Agnes, even though she moved away. It's the same round, it's all happening roughly at the same time. So that actually takes you up to 11, and I think you needed 12, so let me just check. Escorts, defense 13. So you would need to spend 2
Did she
hands of
move?
fate.
That's your 2 hands. Right, I've spent them. You've skirmished them.
Okay. So you whack him in the back and skirmish him off the front of the side, we'll say. You sort of hit him side on, slam him quite heavily, and 1, 2, bang. He goes rolling off the griffin, and you can use. Well, you can't actually mount the griffin because it would be a major action. You've already used one. Or you can grab the griffin's reins ready to mount it next time you get a go.
I'll grab its reins, yeah.
Okay. Baylor, you to go. What would you like to do?
Right. Well, not a lot
Anybody
of
else
time.
still under frozen touch, Brian?
Ah, yes. One guy died, but the other one's not dead yet, so he needs to try and make a saving throw, doesn't he? So,
Yes.
Escort, Constitution,
Stamina
15.
check.
This time that's a pass, isn't it?
Against my spell power.
Yep.
My spell power.
15.
It's 15.
I can't bloody well see it.
It's under the spell. Right, if you look.
Right. Hold on. Magic. Icy grip. Spell power 15.
15. So he's managed to save this time, just barely, but he has managed to save. So the icy grip, you can see where he was frosted up, that's kind of melted away.
Hmm.
Okay.
Is that escort group 2 or
He's escort group 3.
group 3? Where the hell is group 3?
There.
Over by me,
Ah, right. Yes, right.
murdering me
Yeah,
in the
kicking,
corner.
kicking the shit out of Edward.
Well, as like this area, so I'm gonna walk over to where the fallen sword is.
Yep.
And
You've picked up the sword.
and just flung it down that passageway behind us.
Right, you fling it down the passageway out the way. So I need to make a note that this guy's unarmed, because I will forget otherwise. So...
You should put a random like status on him, and then when you go, huh, why is that status on? Then you'll remember.
That's not a bad idea, actually. We'll do that. What looks random enough for that?
Yeah, one that's like really bright and stands out. Looks weird.
Or you'll just go, what's that on for? No idea, and then just forget about it.
I'll put this rabbit on because I've no fucking idea what that's supposed to be for. Oh, haste apparently. Right, okay.
Oh, right.
Well, he's now got a rabbit on him, which actually means he's unarmed. I think there's literally no connection. But it's like you said, if I look at it and go, what the fuck's that for? That should spark me memory. Okay, so anything else for Baylor to do, or is that you done?
I'm just wondering if I'm in range of casting an icy grip on Amblev.
What's your range for icy grip?
20 yards.
She's 19 yards from you.
In that case, right, icy grip on her.
Okay, go ahead and make the cast.
Pray.
14, that is a success. So you can see
He's
the
got
ice
4 stunt points
start,
as well.
yeah, you've got 4 stunt points to pick. You can see the ice start to form up around Amblev. Just going to put a little marker on to show that she's got an icy grip on her.
And I shall make it for 2 stunt points a mighty spell.
Oh shit, right, okay.
Nice.
More damage.
So I'm putting the
If you've
marker
got any,
on there.
if you've got any, I'm saying this to you now as a really strong recommendation. If you have any stunt points left, put your spell power up because her willpower is really high.
Actually, I'm just going to
Spell power. Let's see. Powerful casting increases your spell power of your spell by 1 per stunt point.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Right, in that case, the remaining 2 will go into powerful casting.
Okay, so your 17 is going to be the Amblev double power icy blast with
2d6
and 17 to save.
Break out of it.
So go ahead and roll the 2d6. She takes 6 points of damage this round.
Right.
And every round she fails, she'll take 2d6 damage as well. Nice one. So you can see like the frost forming on all her clothes and her hair and whatnot, and she's pale and slightly blue from the cold. Edward, you to go next. What would you like to do?
I'm going to run. Do I have to run around the griffin?
Well, you can't run straight through.
Can I go that way?
Yeah, that's
Can I
fine.
go like that?
Yeah, you can do
I can't see, but I, from memory, think there's a griffin in here, so I'll run into there and then mount that one if there's a griffin there.
There is. So you run round to where I'm pinging now. Place yourself there. No, just outside.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. You can leave yourself where you're at. But you run round. It's going to take 1 action to open the cage doors. So it was a minor action to get there and a minor action to open the cage doors. So that's you done. So escort group 1 consists of 1 guy, I think. This one here, who is now going to reposition himself by getting over to here, so he can get a clear shot at Edward, because this is the guy that shot you and started the whole fight in the first place. And then you almost killed him, so he's a bit peeved with you. So, twang.
Can't catch a break, can I?
You just don't seem to be able to. 14, does that hit?
Oh my god.
What's your?
I seem to have rolled that 3 times for no good reason.
You have.
So sorry,
which one?
17, the first one.
Right.
With
17
3
already.
Hold on. I've got how badly injured are you?
I've got 23 hit points left.
Right, that's okay. Okay.
Okay, so he shot you 11 points of damage.
I have less than 23 hit points.
Wow.
Okay, so that's Escort Group 1 done, because the other members of Escort Group 1 are dead. Or the member, I should say. So Escort Group 3, that would be this guy, who's going to do a stunt attack on Captain Thingy. He's going to try and bring her to the ground so she can't stop the boss.
She's just getting booped around.
She is a bit, isn't she? Yeah.
Yeah, she's a soldier though, so that's what they do.
So if he passes, he gets 2 points of stunts he can use to skirmish her. Or actually, he was going to bring it to the ground, wasn't he? So actually, he's making a grapple attack, which I don't have in here. So that would be just a straight accuracy attack. 12, he's missed. So he runs over and attempts to rugby tackle her and misses.
Treats like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Okay, sorry, just bear with me a second. There's an extremely determined cat trying to get my attention, wanting to be fed. So she's kind of headbutting my leg and then looking at her food bowl and headbutting my leg and then looking at her food bowl and then biting my leg and looking at her food bowl. There you go, girl. There's a good cat. That's that new extremely expensive fucking gourmet cat food that our Uncle Darren bought her because he thinks it's fucking funny.
Oh, Brian's leg meat.
Yeah. No, this is game cat food he's bought her. Like, thanks, Darren. Get her hooked on that, why don't you? I don't even know where you got it from, and now I'm going to have to go, Darren, where do I get that?
Oh.
I'll be like, I import it specially from fuck knows where I stand. And, what was I doing? Yes, Amblev's escort has failed to trip Thingy. So that was 3. Is there
Agnes.
anybody? Just checking to see if there's anybody left in escort group 3. Yes, there is.
Guy in the Griffin.
Yeah, so these guys are going to turn around in an attempt to fend off any pursuit. So he's going to get the Griffin to attack the Captain Agnes, providing he passes a riding roll to convince it. So it's 11 or better. He needs 11. He's 11. Okay. Do you want to try and force a reroll?
What do we think, guys? Do I force them to reroll or not?
Nah, she's fine. She's got loads of health.
Okay.
Okay.
I think save it for when like one of us get attacked.
I think
We're a bit more
probably,
squishy than she is.
Okay,
I think
so
he probably still passed, to be honest.
he's
so.
going to. It's going to try and bite because that's the best chance to get through. So that's 30. Oh, I'm not sure that's. Yeah, there's a hit. There's a hit, and with 2 stunts, it's going to do a. 2 stunts. It's going to do a. There's nobody else there to hit with a dual strike, so there's no point in that one. So what will a lightning strike? A 13 hits. She's really easy to hit. She's very hard to do damage to.
Ah, right. So.
She's in full plate mail armor. She doesn't move that fast. She's not that. She's an old woman in heavy armor. She doesn't get out the way very easily, but she
Need
just
to get her a
shrugs most
shield, man.
stuff off. So, if you get her a shield, she can't use all her advantages for single weapon fighting.
Can I just point out, Ben, that she usually has a shield that's called, the other men in her unit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's going to have to be a mighty blow, I think. Yeah, mighty blow it is, so she'll get an extra dice of damage done to her. So this Griffin's done 9 plus 6, 15 damage. So that goes through. That 7 gets through her armor as it bites her in the other pauldron.
she's fine. She's got loads
She's
of
getting
health.
really annoyed about being chomped on by griffins, to be fair. So that's the so it's a
Right, me
minor
and you were going
action.
to have a word, Mr. Griffin.
It's a minor action for them to make a riding roll and make that happen. So he's also going to try and twat her himself. He'll be reloaded his crossbow by now, so he'll just shoot. Thunk. That's a hit. So he shot her as well for 8 points of damage. Bang! Bounces off her armor. Anybody else in Group 3 still in action? Yes, this guy here, who's attacking her from behind. No, he's already tried, hasn't he? So it's moving on. It's Group 2, so this one that's been knocked flat off his arse is going to get back up. And he's going to attack you as well.
Me.
So, yeah. Well, you were the one that knocked him on his arse and knocked him off his griffin.
He's got no sword, remember?
Oh, he's not on his arse. Oh, that's right, he's got no sword. Okay, so he'll shoot you with a crossbow instead.
Has he readied it?
I can't remember if he's loaded or not, so I'm going to say he's not, and he's got to load it now. So, major action to load, so he'll be ready to shoot you in the face next round. So it is anybody else in Group 2, this guy here, and this guy here. They're going to... Well, one of them's going to shoot you, and the other one's going to run at Agnes. So, first of all, the one that shoots you.
Okay.
So, Jenny, does a 9 hit?
No, it doesn't.
Right. So he points the crossbow, and it just scoots past you. The other one attempts to hit Agnes, for all the good that's going to do. He has to roll maximum damage just to hit her, to damage her. Ah, but he did get 6 points of stun, so he is going to do a piercing armor. So our armor only counts as half, and he's then going to do a lethal. No, lethal blow's fine. Right, pierce armor and mighty blow, so he gets an extra dice of damage. So I will roll that and then that. So he's done 4, 5, 6, 7, but only 4 points of her armor counts. So 3 gets through. So she notices she's been hurt, but frankly, she'd have been worse off if she'd stubbed her toe. So she largely shrugs that off, just like a mild grimace. That's Escort Group 2 finished. Marie, it's you to go. What would you like to do?
Okay. I've been thinking about this because Jenny needs healing and magic. But if I go out there, I'm completely exposed. And that would take 2 minor actions, I'm guessing, to give her the torque and to heal her.
Yes.
Well, it would take 2 minor actions. I would have to get to her and heal her.
Yes.
And then I would have nothing, and I would be left standing there, and I don't really have enough.
Try and get on the griffin.
Yeah.
After.
But even then, I don't have any movement or anything that I can do at that point. I'm exhausted. I've done 2 minors. That's it. I can't do anything else but stand there and turn into a pin cushion.
Could you try and sneak down behind this desk? Because then you'd be right behind me.
And you'd be in cover, yeah.
And you'd be in cover.
So the other option is that I cast Hands of Fate this round, because all my Hands of Fate points are out.
Yeah.
And then I go for that bit of cover.
Yeah, I mean, Hands of Fate is...
And that's been the one I've been veering towards, because Hands of Fate has saved us a few times now.
I told you, Fate magic's really, really useful.
Yep. Because I was actually veering towards Manipulate, but I'm out of points on Hands, so I think I'm going to do Hands of Fate. And I'm going to move to this bit of cover here, yeah?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you rush into cover and try to invoke the Fates once more. Go ahead and roll.
Ooh.
Yes, and it's a Hands, so you've got 4 points in the Hands of Fate pool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice one.
Believe it or not, I'm writing this on the cover of my chocolate bar.
Okay, so 4 points in Hands of Fate. You've run to cover. It's Duval to go next. He's going to mount this griffin, and he'll hold his action. He will leave if Amblev leaves, but if she doesn't, he won't. So, Amblev to go.
She's got a frost icy grip
She
thing.
does have the icy grip, but that doesn't take damage. She doesn't take damage from after
right.
Laz's go.
Okay.
So let's see if she can get this thing fucking airborne. Yep. Do you have any?
I've got one.
You've got one.
I've been saving one.
Yes, so you have. I'll see here.
I was saving one.
You were. And it's 17 she needs to beat that, so let me
Yes.
just try. No. So she's going to have to re-roll that flying, that riding test, so she needs to get 9 or better to get it airborne.
Can't actually see her rolls.
Can you not?
No, neither can I.
I'll just take her off Whisper, then that might help. Yeah, she's off.
Oh.
Okay, so she
Tried, guys.
spurs the griffin into life, and it takes off out of the eyrie and banks around out of sight into the cover of the clouds as she's escaping. You can hear her go, "Fuck you, bitch!" No, you can't. So I'll just move her
A
on to
plague
the...
of frogs upon the town.
Oh, she got away.
Well, she's left, and her main escort
still
is
initiate
going
a
to do the
chase.
same. Yeah, you can still initiate a chase. So that would be Captain Agnes to go next. So she's going to run up to this guy and try and kill him to death. Or will she just... No, actually, she's just going to try and knock him off that griffin. So it's a stunt attack. So she rushes in with her longsword, hits him square with a flat. Oh no, she's missed. She's missed.
How many by?
2, I think I want to say. Let me just double check that. 2.
What do we think, guys? Do we save
Sorry,
it
no,
just for
1.
character?
Oh, that's Amblev, not fuck's sake.
Well, what I'm thinking
Yeah, 2, I
is
was right.
she's done a skirmish, which would move him 2 meters, right? And she's got 2 more stun points, which can move him a further 4 meters. I can't see, but I'm going to guesstimate and say that that could fling him off the edge,
Yes.
which would kill him.
Yeah.
So then that's 1 extra combatant.
Is it
out.
1 or 2 I need to put in, Brian?
2.
Okay, do it.
Okay, she rushes in and twats him with a sword. He topples backwards off the griffin, which kind of rears, startled. As it rears, it flips up into the air, flinging him off. Whilst mid-air, he goes bouncing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Ah!
See how you fucking like it.
Splat.
Well,
With a minor action, she grabs the reins of the griffin, ready to mount. Celeste, what would you like to do?
Okay. I've got the reins. Is it a major action or a minor to mount the griffin?
It's a major action to mount.
Okay.
Unless you have the right... Oh, that's a point. Unless you have the riding. Not
I
the
do.
focus, it has to be the speciality.
I've just got the focus.
No, in that case it's a major action to mount. It's a bit trickier than a horse to get on a griffin. There's wings and shit in the way.
And then... So I can't get it to take off either.
Well, getting it to take off's a minor action, so yeah, you could. Getting on it's a
Alright.
major action.
Didn't you
Getting it
say
to
it-
fly is a minor action.
Brian?
Yes.
Didn't you say that making it do a claw attack was a minor action?
Yeah.
You could do a
Okay.
claw attack.
Yeah, but I think we need to go after Amblev, don't we? Or is that not what we're doing?
We
It's
should,
entirely up
but
to
how
you.
long can we leave it? How long can we leave it, do you think?
Well, the
before
longer
she's
you
too
leave
far
it,
away
the
for us to
further
chase?
away she is, the
Give
more.
chase.
Yeah.
Give chase. Do it now.
Yeah, I'll do that then. I'll get on and
I'll stay put.
go after her.
Okay. So, Amblev and her main escort, which is Duval,
I think-
escaped on round 1. Okay.
I think we all should try and go, to be honest, but
Yeah, I'm going to. I just don't want to leave you guys with all the bad guys to live.
Go.
Mhm.
Go.
So I've got a scene built in for chasing them. I've got scenes built in for the other battle areas in the because there are other areas that might need assistance as well. I've got there's shitloads to be done here. Splitting the parties perfectly acceptable and so forth as
I'm
well.
not worried about splitting the part. Well, kind of. I'm worried about all these bad guys attacking the mages, which aren't very good in hand-to-hand.
Yeah.
That's what I'm worried about.
can always run away. But I think if we can get onto a
That's
griffin,
true.
they'll be all right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now most of them are probably going to try and get onto griffins to go and escort.
Mhm.
You could wind up with an
Fuck.
interesting aerial battle whilst mounted on griffins. I don't know if anybody has ever seen the cover of the Fantasy Age Fantasy Age campaign builder.
No.
Google it after the play session's finished.
Oh.
Okay.
Or now if you're not in the middle of anything. So Celeste, what are you doing?
I'm getting on the griffin
Okay.
and taking off after Ambler.
Okay, so give me a riding roll to see if you can get it in the air.
Okay.
So that's dexterity riding. The target number's only 9. Yeah,
Oh.
that's fine.
pretty cool.
You're in the air. I'll just put a little.
I got stunned.
You did get a stunt. Yeah.
Can I use a chase stunt?
I suppose.
Burst of speed. You gain a +1 bonus on next chase test.
Yes. Okay, so
Sneaky.
in pursuit, round 1.
Round the van.
That would be Celeste with burst. It's an interesting way to spell on burst of speed. Right, okay. Baylor.
Is Ambler still having to fight off the frost thing, or not?
Yes, you will be. Yeah.
Right?
I think I've just sent you out backwards. No, I was right the first time, wasn't
Sideways.
I? Which fucking way did these
Drift your
wings
griffin out.
backwards? Right, okay.
Flying with all the grace of a quite heavy turkey.
There you go. So that's you on your way out after them. So it's Baylor to go next, and Amblev is going to need to make that save and throw. I think I might have just closed her. Let me see. Amblev. Skin, Constitution. So she has taken another 2d6 damage if you want to roll that.
Dokies.
11.
Nice.
So
Hey guys, have you
takes,
seen Amblev and you're just gonna see her just fall from the sky?
Like an icy block.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's her out of the effect now. She took the
Right.
damage this round, but now she's out of this scene and she's flying away, so she's going to be beyond the range of it. But that's an awful lot of damage. The damage she's already taken will still be there during the chase scene as you try and hunt her down. Edwin, what are you doing?
Get
I
on the
will mount the
griffin.
griffin. Yeah, I will mount the griffin as a major, and as a minor, I will.
Try and get it in the
Pursue.
air?
Yes.
Go for it.
but I like to be more positive.
Oh,
so
sorry,
I
I've just realised I didn't actually ask Lars what you was going to do.
How many bad guys are left behind?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so far.
In that case, to make it difficult for them to move, I'm going to throw AC sheet around them.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Maybe start making your way to a griffin as well.
Yep.
16.
16, that's a pass on. Icy sheet forms up. What's the radius?
Icy sheet can be 10 yards in diameter, anywhere within 30 yards of me.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10.
10's quite massive, so I think that will get everyone.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, fuck's sake. Fuck off.
Bit Banksy there, Brian.
Oh, come on, man, you fucking thing.
It is quite large.
It is, yeah. Let's check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Bloody
7,
hell.
8, 10. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, okay. Move that into position so that ice forms up around them, stops them getting any, stops them making an easy escape. Just kind of delete this other one that's put in. Fuck it, we'll worry about that later. Why the hell will that not fuck off? No, never mind. I'm going to worry about it. Oh, wait a minute. Let's try this. No, it won't. It's acting as if it doesn't exist. It won't allow you to select it. So it'll just have to...
It's not in a different layer, is it?
No. It's on the same layer.
Huh.
It's just being a twat. Twat! Right, so... I'm sorry, I'm getting a little bit tired and I'm slightly giddy from having my booster this afternoon. Okay, so the escort group are going to thrash around trying to escape. Essentially, I think what's probably going to happen is they might very well surrender, whilst those of you who are going to take to the air to pursue can take to the air to pursue. So as Amblev and her closest escort make it away into the thing, I will...
Do you want me to make my roll?
Go, yes, go on, you can make your... Okay, you managed to get your Griffin up into the air and you wheel round and out the exit, up into the air, following Celeste. So you and Celeste are now giving pursuit to Amblev and her bodyguard. The 5 guys that have been left behind will find out later if any of them manage to get... Well, they're not going to, are they? Because there's no way... they're fucked. They're just going to have to surrender. They're not going to be able to get away. Because they're just...
Is there a...
slipping and sliding on the ice. So as this ice sheet renders their ability to follow their mistress somewhat inert, Amblev and her bodyguard themselves disappear into the clouds with you two hot on their heels. Will you be able to catch them? Will you be locked in a vicious aerial battle, or will you just bring them to ground? Or will you, since you've got yourself some griffins, head over to Starswater to pick up the suspected murderer whilst you're about it?
Shit, we can keep these as well.
Who knows? We'll find out for sure next week.
I'm keeping the griffin.
So thank you very much for coming to the game tonight. Hope you enjoyed yourselves.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Great.
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you to those of you at home who stuck with us through that entire 4-hour-long session. A bit longer than we normally do, so thank you very much for sticking with us. Hope you enjoyed it too. We'll be back next week, picking up from here to find out what happens with the ongoing battle for the Academy, and indeed what happens with the pursuit of Amblev as well. It's going to be an exciting session next week. So we'll be leaving him in a minute, but before we do, Jenny has something she'd like to tell you.
Yes.
To like roasted griffin.
Don't forget to follow our Twitter at Gethsemane Games for updates.
Indeed so. Also, I did say I would tell you a little bit more about those maps that we've been using. The maps are made by myself. It's one of the things we do at Gethsemane Games is we make systemless material for games. Maps like this. Check us out at Drive-Thru, Gethsemane Games. The map range is JM's maps. We also do systemless adventures. We also do game systems of our own, such as Pandora's Wake, Spelldancer, Entropy Effect, and so on. Check us out there, or check me out on my Patreon, Brian F. Irving on Patreon, where you'll get a lot of the maps we use in these games, and you'll get one or two of the goodies as well. That reminds me, I need to do a massive. I was going to say I need to do a massive dump, but that's probably not the best of new material onto my Patreon this week. So do keep your eyes open for that. From us, though, do stay safe, take care, and good night.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.